Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another exciting episode of
Dragon Ball Z?
Lost Mine of Phandelver. Yeah.
Lost Mine of Phandelver.
Yes, please.
Sorry,
no,
just
Lost Mines.
the way you presented it, Dave. I was like, that's the voice for the another exciting episode.
I know we are on the D&D channel, but if you were going to run like a Dragon Ball Z,
Everybody
RPG,
plays Sun Soul Monks.
Is that okay?
They have Kamehameha. So
Yeah.
There we go.
I also ask this as someone who has never watched Dragon Ball Z.
Hey, sometimes you don't
Never?
need to watch something to
I've
understand
seen
the
like,
reference.
clips of it,
okay, all right.
but I've never
Listen,
watched.
we
like,
don't
an
shame
episode.
anybody for their level of anime engagement or otherwise in any other form
Okay,
of
but
nerddom.
I
Because
have watched like Neon Genesis Evangelion, so I feel like I have watched a higher caliber of.
I feel like we've ruined Dave's intro. I'm sorry. Dave.
Shinji.
Seems fine.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
Same quality as always. Love
Okay,
it.
all right, cool. Yeah.
Bad?
wow.
I don't know. I'm still
Wow.
not used to it. Like, I gotta be the one to introduce, and then everyone else starts talking, then I forget. And then I'm like, oh yeah, I've got to
I mean, I do that all the time. Poor person has to introduce, and I just talk over them. It's
Yeah.
fine. So-
Nah, it's all good. I'm glad we've all got lots of energy. Probably except
We're
me.
feeling good today.
I'm
Okay,
sure.
yeah.
I'm
Dave-
sure one day, Dave, I will have to introduce, and you will talk over me.
Dave, you say that
I'll do my best.
like
Yeah.
an elementary school teacher that's actually not pleased about the amount of energy in this classroom. I'm glad you all have a lot of energy today.
It's like when social media people say they appreciate the enthusiasm people have for the franchise, which means they're getting like
Really
Shit
annoying.
tons of
Rats
hate.
and
Yeah.
cougars.
Like, can you guys just shut
Passion.
the F up? No, as a retired elementary school teacher, that spoke to my soul just a little bit too closely. I was just like, oh, flashbacks.
How many of us have been teachers in this game?
what the fuck?
Wait, let me ask another question. How many of us are still teachers?
No.
Yeah, that's
How did I not know that? I only knew Elf.
I think that's the first time I realized that we'd all been teachers. That's
It
it was
pretty,
a
pretty
middle
amazing.
school special ed.
Nice.
Elementary school
got it.
for me mostly, yeah.
Yep.
Damn.
Actually,
I taught ESL stuff in China, so
yeah, ESL in Japan.
that's what I did.
It was just a tutor. Oh, I worked for a school for a little bit.
Bria, I think something's going on with your microphone. There's a little
Yeah,
bit of,
someone's mic is crackling.
Real correctly.
I don't know if
Oh,
it's yours. Well, on that note,
everything's
Dave.
fine till we're live. Yeah.
Okay.
Week stuff. Have we all been good? Have
Oh,
we all been
yeah.
keeping on, managing as we roll back the levels of freedom that people have because they used it and was too stupid to follow plans.
I see what you're saying. I have done mostly with the same thing this week that I did last week, which is I spent a lot of time with spreadsheets and emails, scheduling things for Gen Con Online, which is very exciting.
Love that.
So I am looking forward to that. And I can literally remember nothing else that I did. I'm working on a Lore Olympus cosplay. That's what I'm doing. It's like I can touch it right now and I forgot about it.
Nice.
So I'm excited about that.
It
I get to do
happens.
blue makeup, which I've never done before. so-
Ooh.
Am I still crackly?
No, you
No,
seem
you
good
seem
now.
good.
Sweet Hecate.
I love Lore Olympus. It's so good.
I don't know what it is. Is it a TV show?
It is a web comic. You can read it on Webtoons, and it is a retelling of the story of Persephone and Hades. But I particularly like this twist on it. It's very fun. It's also been really funny to read that and then like play Hades from Supergiant Games kind of simultaneously and get a
Yeah.
little messed up. You're like, wait, when did Hades become nice again? Why is my dad so mean? Just it's a bit of a
Speaking
Throw
of,
throw Hades Town the musical in there
just
as
throw that
well,
in
and just deal.
speaking of retellings of gods and stories, have any of you read Record of Ragnarok, the manga?
I don't think so.
It's sick. It's just the greatest
Nice.
humans who ever lived versus different gods in death matches. And that's like, it's incredible. Anyway, it just reminded me.
That
of
does
that.
sound pretty good.
I will look that up. Thank you.
And
Yes.
in musical nerd, place over here, Hadestown is better than Hamilton. Putting it out there.
Well, that was me for this show, and I'm done. Goodbye.
Better. It's better.
Goodbye. Bye,
Better.
bye, bye, bye. It's very, very good. I
feel like this.
think they're good in different ways.
We got some major hot takes. So everybody,
fight.
today's special hot take from Elf, coming at you hot.
I have some problems. I have some problems with Hamilton in terms of the way that it presents things, and that ruins the whole musical for me. So that's how it is.
I haven't seen a musical for like 15 years.
How it is. Doesn't matter how good the music is.
It's fine. They're all around.
I mean, is it about the historic? We could do this later.
We can talk
Yeah,
about
we
this
can
later.
have
It
this
is not
conversation
about.
at
It
another
is not
time.
about anything to do with historical accuracy or anything like that. It is about. It's about some other shit.
same.
But yeah, we can do that later.
Talk about
if
it
you
later.
want.
I'm
We're
curious.
going to table
We got
this for
break time
now. We're going to
conversations.
circle back around to
Oh
it.
yeah, let's
there we
put a
go.
pin in this.
Yeah.
Perfect. Anybody else?
In case people are missing context, right before we went live, we were dragging how Zoom meetings often go. Specifically, the whole "we'll get back to it later"
Yeah.
phenomenon.
Yeah.
Anybody else want to try and find a really tenuous link and start talking about their week from anything we just previously said? And I just ruined it. Now you can't do it anymore.
Speaking of gods, I got to spend a little bit of time with the lovely Abria yesterday, watching her just really, really kick ass as the awesome role player she happens to be.
You too, though.
But my week. Oh, I went and got my eyes checked, and I ordered some new glasses. So in a few weeks, you guys are going to be seeing some styling new looks on me. I'm very excited. We gonna be vibing over here. It should be fun.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh,
Great.
fun. Sorry, I'll do mine really quick because I can tie it back to Lauren and Laura Olympus. That anyone that's watching my play of on Demigods, my character is the daughter of Ares, and it didn't start off being like me just ripping off Ares from Laura Olympus, and then it just that because he's such a weirred little goober of a cutie. Just
I love him, and I also hate him. He's
Yeah.
such an ass.
It's so good, and that's all.
I feel for Eros in Lore Olympus so much because his parents are really the worst.
What a mood! I love it. Okay, that's all.
Okay, sweet. That's some prep stuff done. Pre-show, all pre-showed. Gosh, did I write down anything I need to say before we started the stream?
I don't know, Dave. Did
I
you?
don't know. Do you have a little?
Do you have a place where you look at the things that you've written down?
Yeah, they're on this screen. Not for this week. Sweet deal.
All right, cool.
Sweet deal. In which case, shall we get on with things? Do a little recap
Yes.
of last session?
Yeah,
So-
yeah. Hit us up, Dave.
All right. So, in episode 4, below the Tressendar Manor, there was danger around pretty much every corner. In a sense, the lair of the Glassstaff and his brand Red Band had a fairly efficient design. No extraneous wounds, no wasted space. Could probably knock through some walls, make a few areas a bit more open plan, but aside from that, the various trials and tribulations it had in store were all thwarted by most of the time intrepid adventurers. As a side point, because I thought about this when I was writing it, why is the opposite of intrepid trepidatious rather than just trepid? Don't know. Anyway again, the skeletons were smashed, the bugbears bamboozled, and the Nothic was there. Unfortunately, however, during their exploration, the Glassstaff managed to escape the hideout, but not without conveniently leaving behind clues as to his plans and one of his cohorts in crime, the Black Spider. With this new information and a little bit of treasure, what will the party do next? I don't know why I did that. Spooky.
I mean, to answer your question,
Yeah.
I believe that we have finished looking around this place, right? This last room that we dealt with drunken thugs in it.
We did
other
have
than
one-
the room.
We did have one thug escape, so
Oh yeah, right. He's running away.
he's running away. He's probably running away.
No, he
to
got.
the room
Didn't he
full
get
of-
shot against the tank?
Yeah, he
shot
totally-
him.
Oh,
Totally
Tink took him out. Yeah.
Yeah.
But we did
Yeah.
probably make a bit of a ruckus, so
I mean, I think we need to extricate from this dungeon before the bugbears.
for
notice.
sure.
Yeah.
Going back out the other way.
Yeah,
This
exactly.
way?
Back
Yeah.
out. Yeah, that way.
This
Yeah,
way?
seems
The,
good.
the secret door.
Retweet, retreat, not we tweet.
Yeah, we'll go.
Run
We'll go
away!
retreat through here into the secret door.
Perfect.
Secret
That'll be-
door. Secret
You won't have to deal
door.
with the Northic. You
We're
won't have to
gonna
deal
have
with bugbears.
Like the knot.
GTFO.
Back through the wall.
GTFO. We're all just gonna GTFO de gozaimasu.
Indeed, I believe we make for the exit, Dave.
Yeah, you sure do. The only thing of note, I guess, on the way out is muffled yelling and banging on the door that you barricaded. The two dudes who have woken up from sleep. But you put a nice big barrel in the way down there,
Yep.
so
It's true.
they're not getting out anytime soon.
Well,
We
that's
just
up
hear,
to
like,
them.
"What is
Run away, run away. It is time to run away. Really fast.
We jump over the
run
trap.
away. Yeah.
That's probably important.
Yep,
Yeah.
we definitely jump over
Yep.
the trap.
Perfect. So everybody makes their way out of the trapdoor into the bottom rooms of the Tressendar Manor, and waiting up at the top of the hill are a collection of townspeople, ready and kind of. You can see the look of anticipation on their faces to see like how you are, who comes out, whether it's you all or bad dudes or I don't know. But upon seeing you, a small kind of clap starts, like, yeah, thank you, it builds up until everybody's going like, yay, new adventurers, you did it, you cleared everything out for us. We're safe from that gang.
Do we have any like guards, like town's guards, hanging around in this group?
There aren't any town guards specifically, but you would notice the person that was alluded to as generally keeping the town safe has returned. Kind of standing slightly off to the side. Karasu, you recognize this person.
Right.
It's a wood elf, quite tall, has a large hammer behind their back, and is very skilled with it. Is also an ex-adventurer, maybe retired before the thing happened to you. But you remember that they are called Darren Edometh. And the rest of you would know him as Uncle Edometh, because he tells the best stories in the village by far about his previous exploits.
Yeah, there's probably a look of recognition, like, why is this person here? You know.
Yeah, you see the kind of furrow of the eyebrows looking towards the way that you're kind of standing, but he doesn't decide to call you out in front of a huge crowd
There's
of people.
a big crowd of people. Yeah.
Yeah, so eventually, I think the town master, Harbin Wester, makes his way up to the front of the
The
crowd.
useless guy.
The
Yeah.
useless guy, absolutely. Makes his way up to the front of the crowd. He's like, "Oh, yes, well, the adventurers, you've returned. What news do you have? Have you gotten rid of all of those ruffians and ne'er-do-wells and so on?"
There are a few stragglers down there, but they shouldn't be any problem.
Right. Aaron, do you think you could turns? Aaron nods. All right. Well, if that's all, thank you again. Hopefully you found some remuneration inside. As you know, the town is still undergoing rebuilding efforts. You don't have a huge amount to spare.
I just want to give him a dirty look. Can I intimidate him wordlessly, please?
Yeah, absolutely.
He's pulled this stuff before.
Absolutely, he has.
Pasha is just kind of still holding on to like the chest. It's just like kind of
Treasure.
Yep, I forgot I'm bad at rolling here. 9. That's a 9.
Yeah, he kind of shrinks back a little bit. Oh yes, Miss Thornton. I believe I heard that Miss Thornton was looking to reward you for getting rid of the leader.
That is the agreement we made. Yes.
Perfect.
But we have, and then Tig stops, like realizing they haven't actually dealt with the glass staff yet, but doesn't say that. We haven't talked to her yet. We'll do that soon.
Well, no, you've just come out. Even I can see that. Please, everybody, another round of applause for the new adventurers of Phandelver. Unless you have a group name ready, perhaps. Probably not.
The Fantastic Four.
Karasu looks at you with a look that is like the
But it's
look
spelled
of
with a PH, like Phandelver.
the look of like don't fuck this up. But then you say that.
It sounds like a cool name, right?
It does, and it doesn't reference anything that exists in this world, so
Yeah.
that sounds perfectly
And it's
fine
spelled with
to
a
me.
PH, like Phandelin, the Phandelintastic Four. We can we can make it even
It
better.
got worse. It got worse.
Kind of, yeah.
the Fantastic Four works for now, I guess.
I feel like there is a sharp nasal inhale that is followed by a long exhale, and that's
Yeah, so seeing that you're all well, ish, I mean, covered in blood to an extent, but generally well, the crowd starts to disperse, leaving 3 people in particular. And they're both of Tink's parents, and also we would see, I think for the first time, Pasha's mother, Kayleen. She's a halfling, and she has that kind of motherly nature to her, where you can see like the dimples from trying to smile all the time, that smell of freshly baked kind of food, maybe not as good as the cookies that Tink's parents makes, but generally
She makes
a
very good bread.
cook.
She makes
Yes.
very, very good bread. I
Good
think
bread
Pasha
and good stews because she grows it all herself.
and also has to make them in large quantities, so she's gotten very good at it. I
Absolutely.
think when Pasha sees their mother, they're just like, "Mama!" And they like kind of run over and like pick their mama up and put their mama on their shoulder. Like,
Oh, that's adorable. Yeah, she's like, "Oh, I'm so glad that you're safe." Oh, I was just a little worried.
"Hi, mama."
Yeah. Oh, you're a little bit. You got some.
Oh
You might
yeah.
need a bath again.
Do I have to?
I think so. I don't think I'll be letting any of you in for a celebratory meal looking quite like that.
Oh, you're gonna cook for us?
Absolutely.
Thanks, mama.
Right. If you could just put me down, I'll start going and getting everything ready.
Oh, okay. Love you, mama.
I love
is
you too.
is Darren still around, Dave?
Yeah, Darren's now kind of looking into the doorway of the manor itself, but like hasn't disappeared off yet.
Yeah, I'll like split off from the group a little bit to speak to Darren if he's like headed down into the dungeon, so to speak.
Sure.
Like approach him and be like, there are 3 bugbears in a room down there. Don't know if they'll have moved by now. And probably a Nothic that's still wandering around alive.
Oh, it's unlike you to. But I suppose. But I shouldn't ask. No, I'll go and deal with that. That's no problem at all. I'm sorry I wasn't here in the first place to help.
Are you employed by the mayor or?
No, I just settled down here. Generally, I'm enough to keep most things away.
I was going to say this would hardly be a problem.
No, I've gotten a little bit rusty. What trading the? Okay, I've not quite traded it away. Points back to the mall again.
Like,
Spending most of my time cutting trees rather than monsters. I've got a little orchard down. I'm sure the youngsters know it very well.
Well, don't let me get in your way. Like, sort of wave towards the entrance.
Yep, I'll be back in a little bit.
We'll catch up later. Like, turn and head back to the group who are, I assume, still talking with parents at this point.
Yeah, I think there's a little bit of back and forth. We got Tink's parents' view on the whole situation, which was confusedly mostly supportive. I think there's a lot of relief on Dirk's face, especially because, being angry and not wanting to talk to someone, probably because he's just worried. Yeah, it seems like that's patched things up a little bit, at least between you. So yeah, I guess the rest of the world is kind of your oyster. You've dealt with this. You have a couple of leads. You have that suspicious letter. You've heard about the location of Cragmore Castle, which is where you think Gundren is. And there's the matter of the glass stuff as well, who has gone somewhere.
We should go and get our remuneration from what do you call it? The lady who wanted us to clear this place out.
Well, she wanted us to get glass stuff, but we don't have them yet.
Mm-hmm. I think we need to still get the glass stuff, right? Like, that's what we have to finish.
Pose.
Would we just lie and say that we did it? What if they come back?
I think we should finish what we started and find the glass staff.
Which means going to Cragmaw Castle, probably.
It probably occurs to you at some point during this conversation that the crowd outside did not seem to have noticed anyone come out for some reason.
You must have chosen a different way. Did we miss an exit on our way out?
Well, there was that other one, in the place with the Nothic. There was the one that went, south to the forest. Or maybe there was another secret room that we didn't find?
Else.
Secret room, I don't think so, but alternate exit, I mean, very likely.
Maybe we go see where that
some
comes out.
Sneaky way to get out of there.
Do we want to go back down in there and go through that exit, or do we want to try and find it from topside?
I mean, if we try to go now, we're not catching up to whoever it was. Probably the glass staff.
Hear a small rustling behind one of the trees.
Or I was wrong, and he's right there.
No, you can see just
almost the crossbow.
kind of hiding, kind of inquisitively looking around. Pasha, you would notice your little stepbrother. Quilleen's legit. I don't want to say legitimate because
Biological.
Yes, Quilleen's biological child. His name is Carp, like a fish for some reason. I don't know, halfling names. Yeah, he looks to be kind of coming out of the thing. Did you say a secret? Maybe that's the one that I know. I found one in the that way, past the town.
Did you, Carp?
Yeah, I was gonna tell you, but then you went to the city and didn't see you, and you come back. So
I'm sorry. I probably should have stopped by the house sooner, but I knew Mama would be busy with all of you, and so I figured that maybe it was better to wait until I actually had something to tell her. But I'm sorry. I should have come by sooner. How are you doing?
Yeah, it was a bit scary when those guys were coming around. But
I
but
bet
now
you
that's...
took really good care of Mama.
Yeah, absolutely. I made her stay inside and only go out into the fields. And I was watching. I was by the well at the town square with Sister Grail, and I made sure to run off and tell somebody when I saw them.
While all of this is happening, Witka's gonna go up with like a napkin and kind of like brush it off and just put it up to Carp's face. Just blow. Yep. Okay.
Thank you.
You're very.
Oh,
Hi.
it's you, Wicca.
Hello.
Hi, I've been good, I promise.
I don't believe you, and that's okay.
He smiles a little bit. Do you want to see it? I think I can remember where it is.
Is everyone feeling okay for an adventure?
I mean,
There was no scary monsters last time.
some rest would be nice if we're going to be fighting, but if we're just looking, then...
Tink is
No,
bleeding
certainly
like a
10
little.
minutes, maybe. Except he doesn't say 10 minutes because...
Well, maybe at the very least we can go and see if we can pick up a trail of some kind to just get an idea of which direction we should go, and then we can have some stew. My mama's stew is the best stew in all of
really
Phandelver, Karasu. You're really going to enjoy it.
But also tracking tracks is much easier to do when they're fresh.
That makes sense. Yeah, so Carp would start kind of scampering off into the woods to kind of the east of Lil Yengle, just kind of past there and round into the forest. And 5-10 minutes later, he's like, yeah, I think it was... Aha! And pulls like a section of leaves and foliage off the way, and you do see a cave mouth. And with, Tink's kind of survival-based mind, thinking about tracks, where you've been, that kind of place, it seems like it would probably be to the same place. It's still going around the hill. It's just a different, clock face on the same sort of area of around the hill. Yeah, I didn't go inside, but I found it.
That was a very good and smart idea. You should not go inside places you've never been before.
Yeah, I'm gonna go home now. I'm hungry.
Yeah,
We're
we'll
all
be there
coming over
soon.
and eating.
Oh, you're gonna look inside.
I think we've been inside. It stands to reason that this is where he would have escaped from.
Oh, Tink, can I watch you then? I don't know how to find tracks.
Oh, yeah. I mean, and then like Tink is already having realized like this is where the person escaped from, like trying to see what she can find. So she gets like real low to the ground and starts looking.
Absolutely. We ruled before that tracking was going to be under survival, right?
I think that makes sense because like I could see tracks with perception, but knowing what they mean seems like survival, and that's the goal.
Sure. Yeah, please roll me that.
I get a 25.
Okay.
Tink is like, she's just straight on like HUD vision comes up and like the track gets highlighted.
She just does that. She just does that Aragorn thing where there's nothing on the ground, but somehow you can just be like, "This is exactly what happened."
Yeah,
Dirt tastes disturbed.
it tastes like wizard.
Take a
You
look
can tell
around.
their feet are soft.
That would certainly make sense, and it would be a distinction you could make. Were there any tracks here? You are absolutely certain the only person who's been around here recently is Carp.
Yeah, she like looks at the track. She's like, "That's a child's footprint. And then like takes Carp's foot. Now this is just yours." Well, in conclusion, whatever glass staff there was did not come this way. Maybe? Maybe they can turn invisible and they escaped out the front.
I was just going to say, he's a wizard. He probably cast invisibility and left through the front door.
Is that a thing wizards can do?
Yeah.
It's possible, yes.
Dang it. Wait, does invisibility still leave footprints?
Yes.
It should do.
I really feel
actually.
like I
That's a
wasted
very
my
good
high
point.
roll on this difficult, not so difficult situation, but let's try again.
No, you don't need to roll again or anything. You're right. It's a good shout. Might have used invisibility, but it still would have left footprints if he came this way. And he didn't. Well, you're like
Yeah.
99.9% sure he didn't.
Wizards can also teleport. Good ones can.
Oh,
Wizards
is
are
there some-
complicated.
Hmm.
Yeah.
What are the different ways that wizards can teleport, Victor?
Sometimes they can build these sigils. The one I saw back before, big circle, lots of lines, slam the center, light, and a big poof.
Oh, there was a sigil on the floor. I didn't see it.
No, I didn't see it here. I'm just saying.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm saying.
Mhm.
Oh, and then like little teleports. There's a lot of things that our sweet little glass staff could have done.
wizards
I
are
have
cool.
another point that may be relevant.
Mm.
I don't think that it really is necessary that we find this glass staff person immediately, because we know who they're corresponding with, and if they're reporting to someone else, then why bother with the hand when you can go for the neck?
You're not wrong.
Okay.
We just need to figure out who the black spider is.
And I imagine if our friend, the dwarf whose name I can never remember,
Gundren Rockseeker.
Gundren, yes. I imagine if Gundren
Oh,
has
wow,
been
he's still lost.
taken by these people, then Gundren will have some idea as to who these people are. It is looking less and less like an incidental goblin kidnapping.
Yeah.
It's
So
a
I think-
plot.
So I think the keep
Conspiracy.
is still our best option.
Okay. Well, rest first.
Of
and then
course.
we go out.
Let's go get some food. Oh, and Mama is going to make sure that we're all clean. So there's probably a tub or something waiting outside the door, just so you know.
Yeah, I'm gonna clean up in my room because I don't bathe outside anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do we want to
Right.
stop by our rooms at the inn first then? I'm just going home. Pasha just
Yeah.
starts going home.
Yeah.
Make sure Carp gets home safely.
Of course. Come on, Carp.
All right. So everybody gets themselves situated, nice, have a lovely, sumptuous meal, and all of your fatigue and also cuts and bruises magically disappear with the rest of the night and the rest that you get, unless there's anything else anybody wanted to do before tomorrow. Sounded like you wanted a long rest, so
Yeah.
perfect. All right, so please, everybody, mark all your things back for having a long rest. You are not disturbed during the night. Let's move everybody back over to the Phandelver map, just to remind you of the different places that there are in town. So, with the treasure, there is the possibility of looking at getting some new bits and bobs. Probably not a huge amount of magic items are within your
No, yeah.
grasp at the moment. But if there's any other supplies people think might be useful, you're aware that what you know is roughly where Cragmore Castle should be in a forest. If there are any specific preparations you would like to do for springing a prisoner or climbing castle walls, or whatever you think would be relevant, you can make time to do that now in town.
Should we consider hiring Maylene again?
Probably. But I was also curious. We have the tendency to just smash down doors. Does anybody here have the ability to use thieves' tools?
I actually do.
Okay.
Maybe
I get
we get a
proficiency
kit?
from Monk, Dave, that I didn't realize I had until.
Yeah, no, that's totally fine. I was just thinking logistically how you would pick a lock with one working
With one hand, yeah.
I'm sure you've worked out a way to do it because you've worked out a lot of other things.
One pick in mouth, one pick in hand, right close to the
People
lock,
do all sorts
you're
of
good
cool
to
stuff
go.
without hands.
Yeah.
Yep.
A foot is like a different kind of hand.
Yeah.
That's
So
how I
maybe
think.
we get ourselves a thieves' tools kit for Karasu, so that she can
Oh,
be
you can't show
even
that
more
on stream.
cool.
TOS.
Sorry.
Yeah, if you don't have a thieves toolkit, you could
Yeah, I don't.
probably grab one.
I don't have one. We could also potentially restock some healing potions. I feel like that might be
used
tricky
one
to
of them.
find. Yeah.
So
Is that something you think we reasonably could purchase here? Like,
Yes, from probably the Lion Shield outpost because that's geared more specifically for adventurers.
Yeah.
So,
so
Linen.
I copied all of our stuff. Do we want to divvy up what is left over?
I mean,
Of the treasure?
if we're talking just gold value, then yeah, I don't think
Yeah.
like.
I don't think we were
object
keeping
wise-
anything outside of gold value.
No.
no, you can liquidate that all fine. It's a process that would take a lot of time in the real world, but is entirely uninteresting.
So
generally
how
in
much
these games,
gold
I
did we
think.
all end up with then?
Okay, so I gotta do a little bit.
We got to do some maths over
So
here.
we've got 50 gold pieces, 19. I'm just trying to put 180 silver pieces. Let me Okay, I'm just.
We rich, y'all.
I'm gonna line these up, and then we're gonna have to get a calculator, and then we'll see where that goes. Okay, and then that's 20. If you all want to talk about other stuff, then I'll just tell us how much everybody gets.
Yeah, while this is happening, I think Witka will slide over to Karasu and just. So, you know Darren, yeah?
Long time ago, but yeah.
Okay.
I hadn't realized that he settled down somewhere.
Yeah.
But to be fair, you did the same, so it's hardly surprising. Adventuring is not a life anybody wants to do for an extended period of time, unless they are particularly, what's the word? Dedicated.
Is that what you are?
Sometimes.
Okay.
It depends for what reason.
I'm just a little curious. I'm not saying that the injury you sustained should put you out of the game by any stretch of the imagination, but you've seen some shit. And you still want to go back? Do it again?
If I do it, then someone else doesn't have to. And I've already seen it. So retiring now would only serve to have fresh faces be further traumatized. At least I can be a guide to the people who do want to do this. Besides, every setback is a chance to learn something new. If you think I'm just going to practice the same way you've seen before, you are mistaken.
Awesome. Could I keep forgetting that this system exists, but could you please both mark inspiration?
Yay!
Oh, yes.
Actually,
Alright.
everyone can have inspiration because there was great RP before that as well. But that in particular just reminded me.
So
Don't
I
have
have
that
done the
one, Mark.
maths. The mathematics have been done. and I will paste it, but I will also say it out loud. It's in the Roll20 chat. Everyone gets 123 gold pieces, 8 silver pieces, and 2 copper pieces.
Wow.
Nice. Say that one more time. I already forgot.
It's also in the Roll20 chat. 123 gold pieces, 8 silver pieces, and 2 copper pieces.
Oh no,
Thank you.
I have to do mental math.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, so that is not an insignificant amount of money.
That's a lot of money.
Especially for those of you who've only kind of lived in this village before.
Tink feels so rich and probably goes out and buys what she thinks is like a really expensive and fancy meal for her dads, but it's like not. It's like a silver piece, and she still feels she's like, I got you so much wine, and then like comes in with this jug that's like the size of her.
Wait, do you have 2 wine dads? Because I think Witka's way better friends with them.
She's probably got at least one wine dad, yeah.
Nice. Whichever one is wine dad is my favorite.
Yeah.
Which one is that? Probably Brovey, the one that you spoke to last time.
Rovi. Nice.
Yeah.
However, I think that's also like, it seems like so much money until you realize that's 3 healing potions.
Magic items. Expensive.
The thieves kit tools would be how much do you think?
I believe we'll just do it base value. I think it's
Sure, yeah.
Oh,
thieves tools.
fun fact, I'm also proficient in thieves tools, I guess.
You're a bard, yeah.
I just saw that, like, so
Bards
many.
are good at stuff.
If they roll well. So
Yeah, I entirely forgot about my tool proficiency with monk. Like I can be proficient with 1 tool, and it's for like Way of Shadows, so that you can do thieves tool stuff.
nice.
Okay, sorry.
Yes,
Just looking
I
up
am
the
proficient with
rule.
vehicles.
I'm
It'll come
proficient
up.
with the horn.
Nice.
Seems useful.
It'll come up.
I'm proficient with all the other musical instruments.
Every musical instrument ever in history.
I specifically didn't pick horn because you said that. I was like, all right, you get your own special.
Right.
Joke's
It's
on
not
you.
where I expected it to be.
She's a talk
Don't
monk.
worry about it too much, Dave. If you just give me an arbitrary value, I will accept it.
Yeah, I think
the
it's.
price.
I want to say it's 25 gold, but I might be wrong.
I mean, if it is, that's fine.
Yeah, it's just not. The price isn't on the SRD entry, and it's
None.
not on the adventuring gear list. So
I've paid gold for it. There you go.
Yeah. Okay. Fantastic. When I get a chance, I will double check that for you. Yeah. So
Is it possible to acquire healing potions in this town, other than what we worried
yes.
Maybe there's like a limited supply or something that we can access.
Yeah, linen. I forget how I decided to pronounce it. Linen. I think Greywind, who, as I say, runs the Lion Shield Company, who you got the money for delivering the crates of Cragmore hideout to, would have some in stock. 25 GP is correct. Oh, played too much D&D.
I'm gonna buy 1 healing potion then. Dave.
Yeah, I will just do a quick D6 roll to see how many she still has.
Righto.
She has 5.
Nice.
Pretty decent stock.
I'm definitely gonna buy one then. I feel like each buying one is a good idea. And
It's
having
good.
one on our
It's good to
person.
have like 1 per inventory at least. Yeah.
Yeah,
Fantastic.
I'll
Yeah.
grab one.
I will also buy one.
Yeah, remember you can just...
That's 50, right?
Yes, that's right.
Yes.
Yeah, and so the thing you can do is if you search Potion of Healing in the compendium and then you just drag it and drop it onto your character sheet, it'll automatically put it on there. And then
That's
I
what
like
was
to know
gonna
because,
say.
and then if
Go
you
ahead.
hit that info button, I don't think it tells you. Yeah, it does. It's a little text, so I just like to know like what the actual roll is. But do we just want to make a
2d4 plus
macro for it?
We certainly could. Yeah, it's 2d4 plus 2.
Yeah, I'll do that. I think I can do
How you would go about doing something like that? A real quick macro. I will show people.
Where do we find the healing potions again?
In the
So-
compendium. Searching
yeah.
the compendium. The little...
The companion is the eye, right?
And
That's
then you just
right.
search for Potion of Healing, and then you can just drag it and drop it. Yeah, I like I like having little macros because then I don't have to remember. I've got like pittons and rope. I'm trying to see if I want any like armor upgrades, but I think I intentionally got the best armor that I could get before getting disadvantage on stuff.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Let's pop that in the bar. See if I've made that. There we go. So that was a very quick overview of how you make a macro, everybody. If you want to do that for your own games, they can get very complicated. You don't have to touch macros. But
of
I think you are going to need to put it in all of our, make it available to all of us.
oh, right, yes, of course.
if you want us to roll it anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't remember how to do that at the moment. Sorry about that.
That's okay.
Don't you dare apologize. This is a learning show.
That's
Oh,
true.
I like how it
That's
even
true.
says the potion provides 8 points of healing. That's so fancy. That's a great potion. I want that one.
I can't remember. There's a nice way to make it be in a box as well.
Yeah, I know how to do it for.
I know the
went
basic ones.
I went deep building. By deep, I mean I'm not very good at it, but I made a very basic character sheet for one of my RPGs in Roll20. And there's like a default box and stuff.
There we go. It should now be in all of your things. It was
So-
a slight scroll down that I forgot to do on the editing page.
For anyone who's
yeah.
looking
Yeah,
for
it
macros, on that top bar, it's the little hamburger menu. It's the 3 drop down. That's the collection. That's where macros
It's a
are.
hamburger?
I was gonna say you're the only person I've ever heard use the term hamburger.
No one ever called it the hamburger menu. Then you see like the 3
No.
the hamburger menu.
What are
Call
those?
it, I call it
you.
the list. I
It's
call
the
it
hamburger
What
menu.
are the dits next to it? What part of a hamburger
Yeah, it's the
is
sesame
floating
seeds
dots?
floating off of the hamburger.
Okay,
I don't
well they
understand.
don't always
sense.
have the dot dot dots. Normally they're hamburger menus.
It's true.
The dots is
this
what she
is-
said. The dots.
I mean, it
These
looks
are
more-
highly
When they're long,
technical
short, long.
terms.
It looks more like a stack of pancakes than a hamburger.
It
Fair.
looks like 3 people lying on their side.
Yeah, it's the trolley problem. That's what it is. It's the trolley problem.
So that one, you can see macros, and you'll see one named Healing Potion now. And if you click in bar, and then below that show quick macro bar, now below like people's names at the bottom of your screen, you'll see a button that now.
Yeah, there's a little button you can press and you can press it like
It'll be a
this.
Healing Potion,
Pow.
and that's where macros go.
Fantastic.
Coolio.
Are quite.
I typed the macro wrong.
Yeah, you put
Look
plus
at
3.
the delight and joy
Oh.
on Aubrey's face right now.
Yeah.
I like learning things. This is
It's
great.
handy for like group or global things. You can also make macros for your own characters, and it's a good way if you don't have like an actual character sheet or something you feel like is missing on a sheet, you can just make a little macro for it to make a quick roll button.
Yep.
Yep, I've just fixed that now. Whoops, showing it off. Put a 3 instead of a 2.
It's
can I have
2d4
that?
plus 2. It's 2d4 plus 2 for a healing potion, right?
Yeah.
That's right, yes. Should be that. I just typed it out wrong. So,
Yeah, I don't think
yeah, was
there's
there any
other-
more stuff that you needed to buy? Anybody armor upgrades that is not plate mail?
I would like some. Oh no, I can't think of what they're called. The little like hooky things for climbing walls.
Pittons?
Yeah, pittance. You could just
Yeah.
also buy like a
Grappling
like a
hooks.
Dungeoneer's kit or a climber's kit too, and that'll get you more rope and stuff.
There certainly is a climber's kit.
I wanted that, and I want some chalk.
Okay, I'm gonna throw this
Yeah,
out there
you
as
got
a
that?
suggestion as an alternative to the thieves' tools. We could get a portable ram,
That is certainly an alternative.
like a door ram.
I don't think it's
like
an
a-
alternative. I don't think it's an alternative. I think it is another possible method of opening a door, certainly, but it doesn't do the same thing.
Doesn't it? It gets into doors.
One
It
is
opens the
very
door.
loud. The other one is very quiet.
Yeah, but the ultimate function is to open the door. It's just whether or not you want to open it quietly or loudly.
But if our problem is that we've been kicking open doors and that's been too loud, I don't think a portable ram is going to help us be quieter.
All right, fine.
I'm just mad because I feel like I was promised a sheep, and then you told me it's just a big stick for a door.
I mean, you could carve it to look like a ram.
Oh, that could see. I'm always of the opinion of porque no los dos.
Oh yeah.
There are going to be occasions where we are going to maybe need the ram. We need to get into a room quickly and efficiently, and a ram is going to be preferable. But for the most part, we are definitely going to want to be able to sneakily get in and out of places as a general rule.
I'm not carrying a giant ram with us.
Also,
No, it's portable. It specifically says portable.
It's still
Hi,
heavy.
hello. I would carry it
Yeah.
happily. I'm 7'9".
Also,
for crying out
Bria,
loud.
technically any ram is portable if you're strong enough.
Respect.
Very true.
I'm 7'9". I can handle it. I can do this. I weigh 300 pounds. I can carry a portable around.
I don't know why, but that gave me flashbacks to like when I would haul my desktop tower over to my friend's house to like do LAN games.
Yeah.
Technically, any system is portable if you can carry it.
If you have enough lap, it's all a laptop.
How much? How much does the portable RAM cost?
The portable RAM cost element OP.
RAM portable. It's only 4 gold pieces and it weighs 35 pounds.
Oh, yeah.
There's so many trees where we're going. We could just grab more tree and it's fine. If you want a big stick, I'm not going to tell you to not get it.
I think this is something we all need.
I can
Soap.
carve it to look like your face, so that like when you're angry, and then we can like knock doors down with it, and the first people will see is your disappointed face.
Aw, now I like it. How much is a whittler's kit?
Oh, right. Okay, I found at least where the climber's kit is. It's 25 gold as well.
Ooh, no thank you.
All right, so I'm gonna buy the portable RAM because why not? It's only 4 gold.
Fair
I'll
enough.
take it.
I think I had the
That's
Dungeoneer's
just
kit. So I've got
too fun.
pittons and rope. So I got the basics of a climbing kit.
D&D, I like you, but sometimes things are not where I expect them to be. And also I can't work out where it is in the companion. Anyway, that's fine. We got the prices for them. That's what's important. Climber's kit, for reference, if people were interested in buying it again, gives you advantage on things that you can climb and probably give you the opportunity to climb things you wouldn't be able to otherwise.
+4 bonus on a strength check. Hell yeah.
I kind of want it again.
It's not. It also Climber's kit says when you can use it as an action to anchor yourself, and when you do, you can't fall more than 25 feet from the point where you anchored yourself, and you can't climb more than 25 feet away from that point
Is important.
without undoing it because it's
Don't
Climber's
fall.
kit.
All right, cool. So as the shopping kind of begins to die down, you run into Darren again, who pops into the Costa, probably after you've just grabbed out the stock of healing potions. And he's like, "Oh, fancy seeing you again." I was... Hold on one second. Pasha, could you come with me for a sec?
Yeah, sure.
All right.
Sure, I can come with you. What's up?
Yeah, just outside for just a second.
Oh, okay. Can I roll an insight check?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Feel as though this is an insight check thing.
For sure.
Okay. 19.
Okay. It seems like he kind of has an excited energy. Seems a little bit like the kind of... If you've ever seen somebody who is interacting with someone they are planning a surprise party for, but like it's later in the day and they're like, "Oh yeah, totally, it's been a really dull day. I'm sorry you've had to spend it at work," and they're trying to do the whole throw you off the scent of having something for you.
Sure. Pasha kind of just throws a glance over their shoulder at the rest of the group and just like, and follows him out.
Yeah. Just as the door closes behind the two of you, he kind of takes a little bit of a breath and asks, "So, couple of... Oh, shut up. Alexa, stop. Alexa, stop. Alexa, stop. Alexa, stop. Shut up. God damn it. Sorry about that, everybody.
It kills me every time.
I need it because otherwise I'll forget my new meds. But also, you can't set it so it's like every day except Monday.
Yeah.
Thanks for that. I even thought I'd unplugged it, but clearly not. It's connected all the time. Sorry. So Darren was
watching.
Darren says,
listening.
Yeah, a couple of adventures under your belt. What do you think so far?
Well, I like the traveling and seeing the different places. That's a lot of fun. And I like the treasure and finding things. I've gotten to collect a lot of things. See, we got this, and look, we got this too. It's been nice, and I have a really cool box for treasure. It's empty now because we all split it up, but it's cool.
Interesting that you'd say that. I've had a little bit of a look at your group. It seems like you all gel pretty well together. And, well, from what I know of you, it's probably your job to stay up front and try and soak the ire of the enemies, so to speak.
Well, look at me. I'm big and I'm strong, and that, of course, that's my job. Everybody else in the group is smaller than me.
I like that protective instinct of yours. That mole that you've got, though, little bit mundane. And then he kind of smiles and produces from a small pouch at his side, which there is no way it should fit inside. It's clearly like a bag of holding. Pulls out another mole and kind of, here you go, hands it over to you. I found it down in the ravine with that Nothic. And I figure, well, mine's a little better. I'm not trying to brag, but, you know.
For me?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah, look at the... And he turns over in your hands to see, like, the hammerhead on the side. And he kind of traces along it. He's like, it reminded me of you when I saw it. Look, here, you can kind of see, and there's some grooves and dents in it that make it look like there's a large kind of bear's paw ripping around the edge. It's like, that should serve you, and that should help protect your friends just a little bit better.
Gosh, thanks. I will use it well, and I will smash many, many enemies with it.
Yeah, it would be nice to see a name made for the thing. You know, magic items generally deserve a story behind them, though we don't know what this one's is yet. Maybe you can make it for yourself.
Thanks. Thanks very much.
No, you're welcome. I've got to head back to Neverwinter again, actually. Yeah, I just wanted to give you that before I left.
Pasha kind of moves closer, like they want to give him a hug, but they're also just like, oh yeah, big strong adventurers don't do hugs.
You can hug if you want. It's fine. Come on. Yeah, gives you a hug back. Pats you on the back after. He's like, yep, that's a little bit tight, Pasha.
Oh, sorry.
All right. Now you take care of the rest of them. I'm heading out. I'll see you soon.
Okay. Thank you again. I will use it well.
Yeah, he heads off. What he has given you is a +1 maul.
Ooh.
Some magic item.
Magical mall.
Yeah, because once we started talking about him going in there, I was like, oh, he'd find that thing. And he has a better weapon than that of the same type. He'd probably give it to you.
Nice.
So there we go.
Yay! Check out that sweet
Yeah, I mean,
extra
we
damage.
definitely didn't find it. So
It's tricky. It's at the bottom of a trapped hole. Right? Like, to find it, you kind of have to have accidentally failed at some point. It's weird. But anyway,
makes sense.
grab that now. Is the next plan to...
I mean, I think
there's kind of two options open to you, if you don't mind me just kind of laying it out.
Yeah, please.
You're aware that, you've got Cragmore Castle. That's somewhere that you definitely want to explore.
Yep.
But you would also be kind of aware at this point, having been back in town for a little while, of rumors and stories of a couple of extra things around this area that are going on. So you could do a little bit of a sweep for side quests, but you don't have to, because I have an idea for... I would like for you to be able to experience everything that the module has to offer. So I have an idea, so we could head for that. But if you would like to do it the way that the module normally says...
You have spoken excitedly about your idea in our group chat throughout
I'm very pro
the course
whatever your
of this
idea is.
week. And that you are presenting it as an option is incorrect. We are doing your idea, the thing that you have prepped.
Okay. All right. Fantastic.
You have done the work. We want to see the work.
Yeah.
Except the skeleton boss. You do care about that skeleton boss.
Hey, listen, we were like, you can bring that skeleton boss in if you want to. We're down. We did tell you
there's
that.
still
No, he's dead. You crushed the main one's skull.
No,
He's not coming
only
back.
one of them has a crunchy head. There were still two other.
Yeah, what if he has a cousin?
I don't know.
There's
maybe.
just a whole family of
Oh no, a whole family
Giant
of calcium,
What if the glass stuff
calcium
was
strength
that?
skeletons.
No, it's totally fine. I don't mind. I like making monsters. It was fun.
Yeah, Bone Storm.
Yeah, so is the plan going to be to head out there now?
Yeah, I think so.
yeah.
I think Pasha makes sure to give their mom a very, very, very big hug, and then make sure that all of their siblings know that they are to take care of Mama, and make sure that nothing happens to her. And I think Pasha gives each one of his siblings their own gold piece.
Oh, that's very generous of you.
I don't remember how many siblings I have, but I will mark down. I think we said something like there are 5 of us, or
Yeah,
6
sounds
of us, or
good.
something
Yeah,
ridiculous.
totally up to you. Yeah.
So I'm just gonna say that Pasha has 5 siblings and give each one of them their own gold piece,
Makes sense.
because that's what a big sibling does.
Tink goes and tells her parents. She goes to her dad's.
Probably for the best this time.
I am going out on an adventure. I will be back. I love you very much, and I will stay safe.
Do you know how long you're going to be gone?
I do not.
All right. Well,
If I told you a time, it would be a lie, so I'm not going to tell you how long I think it will take, because I would rather not lie.
all right. Well, we promise to try not to worry too much before a week.
Okay. If I find a way to send you a message and it is longer than a week, I will do it.
All right. I'm going to take this to your friends.
I can ask
Hands
a
over
carrier pigeon.
wrapped up.
Cookies!
Yep.
I won't eat all of them myself.
Lying.
There is at least one cookie missing by the time she brings it to the group. And wipes
Yeah,
some crumbs off her
definitely.
face. My dad made us all
cookies?
cookies.
Nice. Wicca
It's a
spent
really
her
big
time.
one for Pasha.
Nice. Wicca spent her time sending off a bunch of letters because her background is with a spy network from way back in the day. And she's just going to start putting out feelers to see if anyone knows anything about this black spider, or just any more dirt on Lord Albric, our glass staff.
Okay. can you make me a quick, probably a persuade check?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
I love that you have a spy network.
Oh,
12.
okay. Yeah, you send the information. You send the request off. It'll probably be a little while before you get anything back, but
Yeah.
we'll see if anybody has heard anything. So, back on the map of the Sword Coast, you're all currently down here in Phandelver. Hopefully you can see that okay. And the bits of the road that you've travelled are marked off there. You know, the Trouble Trail goes like a bunch further, and obviously the high road keeps going past the Phandelver. But the description of the location in which the Cragmore Castle is into the forest, kind of almost directly north of Phandelver itself. So it's a fairly easy start to the journey, following the road out of town up until it meets the trail. And from there, you head up and you start to get into the Neverwinter Wood. I keep saying forest, but it's a wood, apparently. I think they're kind of the same thing. I'm not super sure what the difference is.
I think woods are smaller in size. Tink will make this up. So this is a wood and not a forest because it's smaller in size and scale and has also been somewhat touched more by human and creature intervention than a wildwood would be. So it's a little bit different. And she realizes no one seemed to be listening to her.
Pasha
It doesn't seem to be
like
based on
swinging
looking at the
around
map,
their
but-
new mall and trying it out.
Look what I
That's
got.
really cool, Pasha.
Very, very cool. Supposed
It
to help
sure
protect
is.
you better.
Oh.
Nice. I mean, don't hit me with it, but I don't think you would.
Not on purpose.
Good to know.
I don't think that was as reassuring as you thought it was.
Hey, I've watched what you can do to people, and I assume that same kind of things can be done to us. So,
Fair
Stand to
enough.
reason, certainly. So, as I say, making your way into these woods, probably. Sorry, that's my cat coming into my room. I kind of just close the door real quick off screen. Yeah, you begin to head in there. Probably, I imagine, Tink has come about this far away from home before exploring. That seems like the kind of thing that Tink would do.
Maybe.
I mean, I could be totally wrong, but
No,
this,
she
this
definitely
area
is.
probably
And she's
still
a
feels
forest
bit
gnome.
familiar.
Because she can speak with small animals.
Yeah,
Forest mountain gnome.
Forest Mountain, absolutely.
You know the forest cave card in Seven Wonders? It's like that.
I see. So you
Tank taps for both green and red men.
Yeah. She's a gruel
So-
gnome.
Nerds.
Sorry, I had to
Oh,
say
it's
I'm
fine.
interrupting Dave.
No, it's fine. I was trying to work out how to word this. Because something feels kind of off to you, Tink, about this area. You're not quite sure what it is at the moment. But you continue leading your party, upwards, north, keeping a look out for tracks, look for a big stone ruin somewhere, whatever kind of castle it might be. And it's probably by the time that you've been in the forest 3 or 4 hours that, yeah, something definitely seems up. In fact, what
I got the
think you
heebie-jeebies.
probably see, because you have the Outlander background, don't you?
I do, yes.
So you remember all these things. You notice at some point, after a while, like I say, you've seen a particular copse of trees before.
We passed that already. We definitely passed that already.
You're supposed to be leading us. Are you leading us in circles?
Not intentionally. I've got the heebie-jeebies.
You can kind of track the sun in the sky through the canopy, and based on the time of day, you've definitely been going north, and you're still going north.
We haven't changed direction. Do I see like our tracks again? Like, do I see any evidence that we've been going around in circles?
Weirdly, you look ahead of you and you don't see them, but you can see them obviously behind you.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
If that's what you're kind of starting to think, you expect you're following your own footprints. They don't seem to be there.
Well, we're not following our own tracks. I definitely know we've seen these trees before. So she gets off Chomsky and stay, and then walks over to the trees. And like starts like knocking on them and like touching them and like pulls some bark off. It's like, are these weird illusion trees? Like, what's happening with these trees? Or this particular area that she seems to be like repeating itself.
Yeah. So knocking on the tree, you kind of notice a rustle in the branches above you, and you see like a bird's nest up in the tree.
Mm-hmm.
And you hear the squawking of the birds up there.
She squawks back.
You can talk to them, however, can't you?
I can communicate. So they call it speak with small beasts, but it's really through sounds and gestures I can communicate simple ideas with small or smaller beasts.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So what you notice is you call out to the birds, and rather than responding, they just make the same sound that they made before.
She like starts cycling through different bird noises. Like she goes to like whippoorwill, whippoorwill. Lauren can't make bird noises, so she's making them up.
Totally
like
fine.
And she just starts
You are a
cycling through
treasure.
them. And do they like are there any responses?
There doesn't seem to be any response, which is very weird.
Witka's gonna sit down and start ritually casting detect magic just to get. So as all of this weird birdness is happening. Yeah. All right. Gonna go over here.
Thank you very much.
I don't know what that bird noise
They're
was.
very lovely bird sounds.
Thank you.
Unfortunately, they don't seem to be having any kind of effect. And it's probably, whatever it is, 10 minutes to ritually cast Detect Magic. And yeah, as you probably expected, something weird is going on here.
Yeah, it's magic.
Yeah, suffusing the air around you. The trees, the nest up at the top, the roots, the sounds that you can hear of forest creatures. There is some serious illusion magic going on here. Some very large scale.
I think by the time you finish catching the ritual, like Tink hasn't quite figured out that it's an illusion. Like she might be catching on to it, but she's kind of also angry at these animals that are not responding to her when they normally do. She's like, well, now you're just being rude and clearly mocking me. How dare you? This is the last time I'm going to feed you and your little babies. Stomps away for a second and then goes, wait, were they illusions?
And that's right when like Witka like snaps out of like, super R. And this is
I'm sorry. Oh, I was mean to the birds.
they're not real. You weren't mean to anything.
Okay.
That wouldn't surprise me if there were some kind of, covering for people not wandering up on this place by accident.
Also, we didn't know about a castle in this area at all, did we? Like the people who are from
No.
Like,
You didn't.
Tasha, that would
know.
also explain the part where we had no idea there was a castle in like walking distance to Phandelver.
Yeah.
You would
So
think.
how do we get out of here? How do we escape the illusion? I don't think I can hit it with my maul and make it go away, even though it's a really cool maul.
Have you tried?
What would I hit?
The tree. It's not real.
Do you think that would break the illusion?
I have
And,
no
Pasha.
Try.
idea.
I'm going to hit the tree with my maul.
Okay, yeah. Smack into the tree. And a satisfying kind of crunch. You feel the weight of the tree kind of reverberating back up through your arms, through the maul.
Feels real
Certainly.
enough.
Yeah.
Smash it again.
Yep, it looks like ostensibly it is a real tree.
Looks real, feels real. I don't think that's going to work.
Oh.
I mean, does the tree look like it took damage?
It does, yes.
This is one
Very
heck of an illusion.
sophisticated.
Very good illusion.
This is not, I don't make illusions this good. And like Tink like makes a little like floating leaf or something, and it's like it's cool, but it's small and not impressive at all.
If
That's
this
looking
is-
really good.
If this is a static illusion, then we should just be able to go back the way we came and come across these similar things again, but this time the real version. But I don't know about heading forward. I mean, like you said, it very solid kind of illusion.
Maybe it's also not just an illusion, but like some weird mind magic that's stopping us from being able to like pass through it, and we just keep walking around it without realizing it, because I think that's what we have been doing. So then we can't get to where we're trying to go, which is going to cause us problems. We just need to find the person who put the illusion there, right?
I mean, can I see like a gradient of, I don't know, does the ability to detect magic like overlay any new information about the illusion and like directionality of its center?
Sure. So what you would probably get from it,
Show us the source.
as you're looking around, you notice something that is kind of moving very slowly but changing. And as you're looking around and kind of investigating it, you notice that by the time you've had a look around and tried to sense exactly like it only actually like reaches 30 feet. So it wouldn't take you back to the source per se if it was quite far away. But you do notice, actually, after about 5-10 minutes, while you're all kind of exploring, the bark on the tree grows back from where it was hit. You didn't notice it grow back, but it is now back. Once you
Hey.
notice.
I just smashed that tree. That's very cool.
Yeah, you could try and make an Arcana check of some kind to try and discern the type of spell.
Yeah, I would like to do that.
Sure.
And also, I can move while detecting magic, yeah? Oh,
You certainly can.
sweet.
21.
Yeah.
Yes, that's a very, very good roll there.
And I think
So
she
you get-
also like sniffs the magic out. I think it's like a multi-sensory, like,
Yeah, absolutely. And the sense that you get from this is that the space that you enter, this kind of area, as far as you can see, is an illusory repetition of a previous area, like you were kind of suspecting. But as you kind of move through it, you notice it's kind of like on a bit of a track. The further you go, the area kind of replicates itself again. You'd guess that the area that it is probably about a mile. So, yes, you're not very close to the epicenter. This spell takes effect about a mile away. It's not a spell you've ever heard of. It was probably a ritual of some kind, because to create large-scale effects like this,
yeah.
it typically takes multiple casters and a self-made spell. It's not just major illusion or anything. It's way above that.
This is big, complex, cooperative, individualized magic. I know I said some things that don't make sense, but it repeats on the mile, which makes sense because we kept passing that tree.
That's the kind of magic that you don't see very often.
Absolutely.
If we're up against this particular kind of thing, we might need more specific assistance.
Yeah, we should go back definitely and grab Melina. And then maybe see if we have anybody in town with a specific expertise in this.
Is there anyone in town with a specific expertise in the arcane?
No, and unfortunately, Maylene wouldn't be the kind of person to help with that sort of thing. Generally, clerics and divine magic doesn't deal a huge amount in illusions. You would be kind of aware of that.
Yeah,
there's nobody in town. But probably Pasha and Tink would have a recollection that, or at least you've heard stories of and probably never met, a person called Radoth, who is supposed to be some kind of druid who lives out/around the area in Phandelver, an acquaintance of Darren's, actually. So you probably heard about him from Darren. But he's quite a long-lived race as well. He's a furbolg, apparently. So it's been a long time since anyone's seen him. So he's kind of more about stories. But if the person exists, they're probably one of the more both in tune with nature and also knowledgeable and powerful spellcasters.
I think when Pasha was younger, they would have really liked this guy because it's the only person around who looks kind of similar to them and is as big as they are. So,
yeah, I don't think you would have specifically met them.
Just seen them around.
Yeah,
Really
you would have heard,
them.
I think, a lot of stories about them. And
this guy is like a legend in Phandelver, and he might be able to help us.
No, I've heard story. He's literally a legend.
No, it totally must be real though. You don't just like make legends up out of nowhere.
Darren says he knows him, so he's got to be real, right? Why are you making that face?
No reason.
What do you think? What do you think, Karasu?
Well, I know that I cannot penetrate this illusion, so any lead, as tenuous as it may be, is better than wandering around in a circle.
Yeah, I'm tired, and so is Chomsky. Pet.
Sorry,
could I ask from both Witka and Karasu a quick history check?
Yeah, sure.
Because while the other two would have heard the stories from the town, you may be aware as worldly people. Yes, absolutely. With a 21, it looks like Wicker has also probably heard of Radoth. Fits the stereotype very well. A kind of reclusive character who looks after nature around a specific area.
Nice.
You would have heard about him in Neverwinter, so he's probably close to there somewhere.
Then I would like to recontextualize Wicca's doubt, because it wasn't about the veracity of Radoth, more of she's probably met reclusive druids before, and so her look is more of a, oh no, they suck. Oh, cool. So she just looks like off-put and not like doubtful.
So do we have a means of finding this Radoff?
Make it follow the smell. I'm sorry. That's rude.
Are you all right, Big God?
No, it's fine. You guys haven't met many druids before, have you?
No, I've always wanted to, though, because they can, like, super talk to animals. They can even turn into animals, and I think that's really cool.
Not all of them are as bad as what was his name? I don't remember. But
Radolf?
you know who I'm talking. No, not Radolf.
Yeah, I remember. He was terrible. I speak common. You don't have to growl at me. They're so stupid. I hate it. I hate it.
You would think with all that natural wisdom, they would know the difference between an animal and a leonin.
Oh, they knew. It's a choice. Once again, I digress. This is my personal biases. Let's go find Radolf and see if they're different. I doubt it.
So,
according to the legends of the town, where is it that they often rumor that Radolf hangs out?
So, I think a couple of stories interconnect, and you probably put a few pieces together from different, tales to suss out where a likely place to start your search would be. You remember that a while ago, there was a huge and devastating eruption of a mountain to the northwest of the Neverwinter Wood. And it caused a lot of problems there, both in terms of, being a natural disaster, but also being kind of magically charged and creating undead in some of the areas of nature that were destroyed. So putting that, I guess, together with what a druid's about, the legends of him being someone who tries to keep the balance together, and also the stories of him being vehemently anti-undead, as most druids tend to be, seeing them as outside of the natural order. You follow that line of thinking on and realize that Phandelver and the surrounding towns were not the only ones that are abandoned. There should be a town. If you followed the high road up and then the river out of Neverwinter, or just kind of went north from the intersection to the tribal trail, there was a town called Thundertree there. Which
It's treasure in Thundertree.
probably also sparks your, oh yeah, I've heard of a ruined town from the information that I got. So that would be a very good place to start your investigation. And I suggest that we look into that and the party traveling there after a short break, because we're about that time of the night. Morning, afternoon. No,
Whatever time it is for you at home, viewer.
Time is an illusion.
Absolutely. Like the forest. So we will see you all again in a little bit.
All right.
Remember to hydrate.
Important. We'll see you in a sec.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the second of two halves. That was redundant. Sorry, I've done a bad intro again.
It's
Whatever,
true,
we're two
though.
for two in this one. It is the second half of two. I don't know why I said that. Anyway, we have some more Lost Mine of Phandelver played on Roll20. Now, piecing together some bits of lore and legends from around their towns and from what our more worldly characters have heard, it seems like a good lead for a powerful spellcaster nearby would be a Furbolg druid called Radolf, who may well either reside in or at least have been in a place called Thundertree, which is also somewhere that the party is aware that there is at least some treasure that they have a map for.
I love treasure.
It's good. It's good treasure.
I definitely love treasure.
Mhm. So it's quite a long journey away, but I don't believe anything interesting happens during
There's
that
no
time.
there's just like a travel montage. Just
Yeah, there's a couple
walking.
of random encounter tables, but I don't think they're particularly interesting, and they don't tie any story stuff together, unless you roll one specific one. So I think it makes more sense if we allied it entirely, if that's okay with everybody.
yeah, of course.
For sure.
All right, so Hex is 5 miles. I'm not doing that math. It's a while. It's a long
It
time
takes some time.
until you find, in around the section that you believed it to be, up the river from Neverwinter, probably skirted around this part of the Neverwinter Wood, you find the outskirts of a place, or an ex-place, I guess, because it's supposed to be a ruin, of a town called Thundertree. So, as you come up to a decent distance away, you notice that there are a few large wooden signs kind of scattered around this kind of perimeter that you've got to. And heading up closer to them, you find that they say danger of undead, which would fit with the stories that you'd heard.
Does it say, like, don't danger undead open or something? I don't
Yes!
Yes, it's on two things,
Yeah.
and they're kind of next to each other.
I was making
Yeah.
the same joke in my head. Lauren, I treasure you.
Don't open dead inside.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you see that, and that's what the sign originally said. But then you see written underneath an ampersand and plant creatures. And then next to that, you see someone has painted like a dragon's head onto one of these signs as well. So yeah.
Someone
there
is
are
trying
definitely some-
very hard to keep us out of here.
Yeah, that's the
I-
first stuff that you get to here.
I have a sense we're getting closer.
I
Still gonna
pointedly
push
I
on?
pointedly ignore the warning signs because I mean,
Absolutely.
what adventurer pays attention to the warning signs ever?
True.
I'm not going to stop you. I'm just a sign or whatever the. I'm a side, not a cop. That's what
Yeah,
it's saying.
I'm a sign, not a cop. Yeah.
Okay, so what I'm going to need, because I forgot to do this slide before, give me 1 second. I'm going to need to post your tokens over. Oh, that was not where I meant to click. Into a new map, because the Ruins of Thundertree is a specific kind of dungeon area. Not in the sense that it's underground, just in that there is a.
There is an
Map
area
full
for
of
it.
stuff.
Yeah. Oh no, the super rare undead plant dragon.
Undead plant dragon. Oh god.
It's just
There's
one of
no
those-
way it doesn't exist.
It's just one
There
of those.
has to be a plant dragon.
You have undead plant dragon, so it's one of those. What do you call them? The funguses. The like.
Cordyceps?
Yeah, cordyceps. Exactly.
I'm here for it.
Let's put these.
A snapdragon lich?
Snapdragon
perfect.
lich.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, it's about as good as Fantastic Four.
Fandalintastic 4 is my
Fandalintastic
jam.
Four.
All
It's our new name. I'm so sorry, not at all sorry.
Going to move you
We are
over
here for
to a
strong, sorry,
new
not
map.
sorry energy.
True.
Hopefully, you will all see yourselves now in the very top left of a little map.
There's so much
Yes.
happening here.
It's daytime,
Look at these
but
beautiful rays.
since it's a bit of an exploration, not going to reveal all the stuff because some of the buildings, for example, have stayed relatively intact. There are still walls blocking things, maybe doors, bits and bobs.
Dave, do I see a corpse over here?
You sure do. I would love to give you the description of the town, and then we can get into the specifics of
Okay,
the
just wanted to make sure.
Yeah. Okay.
Like where
gradually
I'm
the
standing, I don't see the corpse.
See it in a little bit, though. It's definitely there.
I've got a little bit of it. I see like an arm.
Yeah. All right. Ahead of you, in the middle of the settlement, you see a steep hill upon which stands a stone tower with a partially collapsed roof and an adjoining cottage. A dirt road hugs the base of the hill and wends its way between old stone houses, many of which are roofless ruins with interiors open to the weather. Other buildings appear more or less intact. However, the whole place is eerily silent. That's what they would like you to know about Thundertree. However, from where you are, you can see a couple of said ruined houses. You've got one to your south there, another to southeast here, maybe another one round there. This one's corner. And yes, as Karasu has seen, within a patch of thickets on the side of this large hill, there seem to be huge 8-legged corpses, kind of with the legs up in the kind of
Dead arachnid posture.
dead arachnid posture. So I guess before I do this, actually, if anybody doesn't like spiders, then
Speak now.
It wasn't one of the things that we talked about.
Oh, I hate them, but I love them in RPG settings because I just call them spooters. That's just my universal word for spiders within an RPG setting.
Mm-hmm.
It's the way I make myself feel less scared because I hate spiders. They're spooters, and honestly, I mean, most spooters are friends, and not bad, and do nice things for us. But they're also freaky AF.
I also am not a huge fan of spiders, but for some reason when they're in like giant form, they're just like there's something about it that that I can hand on, like, oh well, now it's just a really big monster as opposed to like a thing that could be crawling on me. And
yeah. So
spider swarms, a little less so.
Yeah.
Big
I
Sam.
won't do any like in-depth descriptions, but we're okay with there being some alive ones potentially.
Spooters are okay.
Alive giant
Totally
spiders,
fine.
totally on
We
board.
can do spooter.
All right.
Spooters. We'll all call them spooters.
Yeah, but as you can see, someone has kindly killed a couple of them for you, and they're in various states of kind of decay up on that side of the hill.
Yeah, Karasu moves forward towards where the corpses are. Like, someone's already done some of our work.
Yeah, you continue around. If you see any tokens or anything, I would like you to stop and tell me.
I will let you know.
Because it's very hard to see what everybody is seeing
That's a big
in a
spooter.
complicated map like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get a bunch closer, and absolutely, it's not a perspective thing. But this isn't really shocking either. They're the kind of creatures that do tend to congregate in ruins or other sort of dilapidated type settlements.
Well, let's keep looking.
Tink
What I
steps into a
should say
bush, the
before-
world disappears.
Yeah, what I should say before we go any further,
Yes.
about the terrain,
Oh, yeah.
these dark green areas are difficult terrain because the overgrowth has become sufficiently like long and tangled that it's hard to move through on its own.
Okay.
But yeah,
All right.
heading south,
So I
there's
heading
Probably
down the
best
path.
to keep to the path.
yeah, that is not the one here. And you're kind of leaving the houses. You're just going to get an overview of the town first.
I'm gonna take a peek in here, Dave.
All right. Yeah. Let me stop for 1 second while I.
Yep, no worries.
Oh, this one's locked. Tink is curious. Or closed.
That one's it still has a door on it,
Yeah.
which is a little odd. So let's deal with the one that Crassie's looking at first. These ruined side-by-side cottages look as though they might have been the homes of prosperous shopkeepers or well-off farmers in their time. All that remains are collapsed walls and piles of debris. Several young trees have grown up in the midst of the ruins. Is what the adventure says about these particular areas.
All right. I look back and Tink is like looking at that other
This
building.
one's got a door.
Are we worried about more spooters on the other side of the door?
Tink puts her ear and listens for spooter sounds.
Please make me a perception check.
I will. I mean, they're big, so they can't be that quiet, right? I get a 10. So, how loud are the spooters?
So, in this particular building, you come up to the door of. You notice it's actually in very good condition compared to a lot of them. Like nearly all the walls are fine, and the door still works.
This
It's
looks
still
like it was
standing.
recently renovated.
So, not quite, but just in better repair. Probably built slightly better. And as you listen in at the door, you can't hear anything inside.
Pretty sure there are no spooters inside. Karasu, do you want to open the door first? Your way?
Why not? Is it locked?
I don't know. Is it?
It is not.
Oh, in which case, Tink goes to discover that it's not locked and opens the
Is
door.
it locked? Pushes
locked?
it open.
No.
All right.
Very good.
Heading inside. Let's get some.
Do I need to roll initiative?
All right. So, everybody stop. Everybody's doing. Nope. Go back to where you were. Go back.
Uh-oh.
Wait, Carl. I saw you sneaking about.
I wasn't sneaky.
That's fine. Well, stop moving your tokens. Come on. Stop it. Naughty behavior. Because.
Uh-oh. Don't
as
open
the
dead
door
inside.
opens- yes, we are in a situation where that
Don't
sign
dead open inside.
was, in fact,
Oh, I found the zombies.
accurate. Yeah, within this building, we're slumped up against the walls and on the floor are
Wait, are they
still
small
corpses
Or are we big?
that stop being not moving corpses. They
Hooray!
animate, they groan as they get to their feet. and
Close
begin
the door.
shuffling towards you.
Just close the door.
Also,
I am
to Elf's
noticing,
question,
yes,
yeah,
you are too big.
Our scale is too big. Oh, so small now. Okay. I zoom in.
Yes,
Look
sorry
at us,
about that.
we're tiny. Tiny, tiny.
Sorry
A
about
lot's
that.
being
Yeah,
big.
I
We're
forgot that
so
the scale of this
small.
was
I
slightly
just wasn't sure.
So I would.
Yes,
be-
these are tiny zombies. No, they're just like half size.
We are so
No,
small.
I've just
We are
forgotten
so
that was there.
small.
You should close the door, Tink.
Well,
Well, we'll see who's
It's initiative
Yeah.
time.
to go
imagine
first. I will if I go first.
All right, remember to select your tokens and then you can hit the
I
initiative. on those.
imagine it is initiative time.
14.
Sure is.
18?
I
Oh,
always
9.
have these middling. You and me over there, just bringing up that rear.
Yep. I was in the back and I meant it.
Okay, let's order these. And so, with you disturbing their resting place for some reason, don't know why they decided. Actually, I do know why they decided to be in here. I've just realised. These zombies lurch up, sensing the presence of living and being super insulted by the fact that you're still alive, are going to attempt to rectify that situation. So, the first zombie is the one in the top left. He has a movement speed of 20 feet.
Oh,
Boom,
yeah.
boom, boom. Oh, perfect. There is a tiny gnome to eat.
No,
Fantastic. So,
Leave my best friend alone.
But Tink has like the second highest health pool of any of us. I'm not.
Yeah,
wrong.
right?
yep. So
My
it's going to
AC
make a
is also not bad, too.
slam attack against you.
We'll see.
All right. Does a 10 hit?
A 10 does not hit. My AC is 15.
Okay. In which case, it comes up, tries to swing at you wildly, but move back and out the way.
No. No. Thank you. I need all of my flesh attached
It's
to my body.
Karasu's time.
Since I don't know if I can get past Tink because Tink is in the way. And I don't think I can attack diagonally.
We can move through each other's spaces, right?
You could probably, I think around a corner you'd give them partial cover.
Oh, I've got a much cooler move in mind, Dave. Don't you worry.
Okay.
Do you have some
what's the plan?
acrobatics?
So no, I'm gonna move to this square. Oh, there's another zombie in there.
There are a few zombies, yeah.
Oh,
Do I
there
wanna
are
do this
4 that I
plan?
can see. Just
I
as
don't
a-
want to do this plan actually. I am gonna go for a partial cover attack then.
Yeah, attack him round the door. So,
yeah, from the.
Or increases AC by 2. Or
Okay.
reduce, it doesn't matter.
Yeah. Incoming spear attack. First up.
Yep.
25
Certainly going to hit a zombie.
for 8 damage piercing.
Yep. Good first
and
hit.
then I'm
However,
Yeah.
first time one of these zombies takes damage, something happens.
Uh-oh.
As you hit it, you realize that a lot of the body of these particular kind of zombies has kind of crumbled to dust, but is still holding its form. So as you attack it and you break whatever is holding its form, a cloud of dust explodes out of it.
Oh no.
And creatures within 10 feet, i.e.
Yep.
Tink and Karasu, could you please make Constitution saving throws, please?
Okay. I'm gonna use my inspiration.
Thank you for telling me to go back from whence I came, Dave.
Yeah, I think I'm
18.
also gonna use inspiration.
I just don't want to inhale zombie dust.
That seems
God, I can.
Oh no!
I rolled a 6 and a 4.
okay. So Karasu manages to kind of back away quickly enough. However, Tink gets a face full of zombie ash.
Ooh, what happened?
So you're going to have disadvantage on attack rolls, saving throws, and ability checks for a minute. You can save at the end of every round. So let's get
Okay.
you.
Oh, you
in
can
there.
make more saves. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay,
you can make
attack.
more saves. They're still only zombies, but
Disadvantage
They
on
have
attack,
this-
skills, and saving throws? No, not saving throws. Skill checks.
Yeah,
So-
saving throws.
Oh,
was
and
in there.
give you a little poisoned-looking icon to
Ooh.
denote that.
Oh,
Tink's like,
However, you do still have your turn off. It's just that happens once you hit it.
Yeah, no worries. I'm gonna hit him again.
Go for it.
For unarmed bonus attack.
because we're so small, the little
20,
icons are
Dave?
so big.
20.
they are.
6 damage.
6 more damage. Okay. Ooh, didn't take the damage last time. So that's 14.
It's a total of 14. Yeah.
Okay. Yes. Zombie is looking worse for wear. A lot of its body dispersing in the air and Tink's face.
That is good.
But it's still up.
Except for the Tink's face pack.
Yes, fortunately. The next zombie is this one at the back here. It's going to shamble forward, and I think probably make that corner attack against Tink, but with an increased AC, so it's unlikely he's going to hit you. Kind of does the arm flaily thing that you see in zombie movies. Okay, with a -2, it still rolls
Still
a 19.
hits. It still hits. Yeah.
19. Yeah.
Gosh darn
And
it.
you get bonked for 3 points of bludgeoning damage.
That's
Tink.
okay.
I can handle
You can
that.
take 3 points of blood.
Ow!
That's all it can do on its turn. Now, Tink, this is horrible. This is grave dirt all up in your nose
like-
and your
It's
your
like
eyes.
you want to sneeze, but you also kind of want to vomit a little bit, and just like there's just, her eyes are watering. She's just like, I'm not. Oh, I made a mistake. I'm so sorry. So I'm just gonna react by. I think actually. Oh gosh, do I want to take the disengage action so I don't get attacked again and back up?
That makes sense.
I think that's what I'm gonna do. I think she's gonna
You don't want to be in melee.
You got this, Karasu. So I'm gonna take the disengage action and then back up out of the way so that I can still shoot them, but so that I'm like behind Pasha. And then I guess as my bonus action though, I still can Hunter's Mark.
You certainly can.
So I'll go ahead and Hunter's Mark the zombie in front of me. Ooh,
Alright,
bad zombie.
Can I just say RIP to the over, like, Tink's name over Karasu's name? And I was like, Katink is my favorite thing, and now I ship it because it's a good sound.
Katink.
Nice.
Katink. That's the sound that she's making every time she sneezes. She's like, Katink.
Okay. Yep, your mark is there. Hopefully you can see it with a little icon.
I can.
And you can remake your save now. It's a Constitution save.
All right. But I have disadvantage
go
now,
for it.
which is great.
Yeah, that's mean, actually. but
Right?
go for it.
No, it's totally okay. I mean, it just means I probably won't save. I get a 7.
Unfortunately, no, it's going to stick around for a little while longer. Okay.
good. I don't feel so good.
So, the next zombie's turn, now that it can move through its friend square, it's going to head on out and attempt to take a swing at Karasu. We've got a 9 to hit, so
Nope.
very unlikely that does anything.
Diggity dodge.
All right, and that's all it does on its turn. Pasha, got some zombies up here.
Yep,
Big problem.
Pasha's seen their friend who looks a little bit green around the gills and is going to rage. Yeah, I'm gonna rage.
Oh, yeah.
Big
I'm gonna
rage.
I'm gonna rage, and then I'm going to hit it with my brand new maul and see what happens.
Absolutely. Please.
Brand
Are you
new.
going to recklessly attack or just normally attack?
Sure, let's do it.
Ooh.
So I can
Okay.
roll with advantage. Reckless attack.
Right, 20 is certainly enough to hurt it.
Nice.
Oh, I didn't mean to use the inspiration, but there it goes. Oh, so I forgot additional two more damage for the rage.
Yep, that's fine. A very good swing into this zombie. Unfortunately, not the one that was already damaged, but it is looking a lot worse for wear. Is that the end of your turn?
Yes. So I believe that altogether that turns out to be 16 points of damage with the inspiration added to it. Or actually, the inspiration doesn't count. The inspiration's for something else. So it's 13 points of damage with the additional.
Yep, I've marked it off. All right, now we go around to Alika, who has some distance.
Oh,
Yeah.
do I need to roll? Do I need to roll a con save, or is this one already been hit and it's okay?
No, you're quite right. That was a different one. Karasu and Pasha, sorry, please roll that Constitution save again. Thank you
Righto.
for reminding me.
Oh no.
This is what happens when you're the lawful good person in the cast.
Stay
All right.
chaotic.
I failed.
Unfortunately, Elf, you get it a bit this time.
That's all right.
Oh.
You got a little
It's
second marker as
spicy in
well.
my nose.
Pasha shrugs it off for the time being. All right, Leon in turn. What can you make happen?
I think she's gonna lean over, and they are within her yell distance, and she's just gonna point at the one like in the front, and just like, can you just go back inside and be dead, please? And cast vicious mockery.
Absolutely. That's a
So
wisdom
DC
saving
14.
throw.
Yeah.
Zombie's not classically super wise. However, yes, no, that's a 4. So
Oh, don't worry, I only rolled a 2.
takes 2 points of damage, but has crucially a disadvantage on the next attack.
And then she looks over at Karasu and just goes, when you're done with your sneezing fit, can you please get rid of those? We have stuff to do. We have a druid to find or whatever. And she just crosses her arms and leans against a tree.
All right, so you've got your
And-
bardic inspiration.
Yeah.
Yay.
All right, there's one final
I am
zombie.
inspired by your mean words about my efficiency.
All right, the zombie comes up, but has no real way to get through the doorway and two of its companions. I don't think it can get to there. There's too much stuff in the way. So it does nothing this turn. Back to the top of the round.
Top zombie.
We have a marked zombie. I think it's probably... Yeah, as I said, they can't really get out and through each other. So it's probably going to make that attack with a...
It could probably go to that like side square, right? Because it could. I mean, it would get an AO.
It would take an attack of opportunity from me.
Yeah. Just depends on whether or not.
Yeah, it's a
do
zombie.
that.
Let's do it.
And
Grab
me
that
as well.
AOI.
Okay.
Do I get it too, or
No.
No, because
No,
it doesn't
it's not
leave
left
your.
your threat range. Yeah.
cool. Tag.
Okay. Attack of opportunity. Hiya.
Nice.
It's a 16
So
because
shame
I have
about that
disadvantage.
Oh no!
Ah,
You do
But
hit,
I
however.
think 16 is enough to hit it. Yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So I deal 5 damage, 5 piercing damage to it.
5 damage to it. Okay, it's still up, unfortunately. You would realize at this point these seem tougher than normal zombies.
Yeah.
Tough zombies.
Yeah, with your adventuring knowledge. I believe their hit points are higher than normal. I'd have to double check actually.
I do not know.
But it's going to attack Pasha, who did recklessly attack, so it has advantage against you. Does a 14 hit you?
I believe it just hits.
Okay. It bonks you for 4 bludgeoning damage.
Only 2.
Yep. Resistant against the zombie's wild flailing.
I also definitely totally didn't suggest that it move there so that it would be easier for me to shoot at that particular zombie.
It's fine. No, it kind
hit-
of made sense.
You hid like a baby.
I was doing that thing where I was like, I don't want it to take an AOE. And he was like, oh wait, it's a zombie. Yeah, okay, fine, that does make sense. Right, round to Karasi.
Plus, I imagine like
Fortunately-
its friends pushing behind it. You know, it's like, oh.
All right. At disadvantage, I take a spear attack on the zombie in front of me, or to the
All right.
right of me, however you want to. 10 is 10 enough?
10 hits a zombie.
Yes. 10
It's very
damage.
slow.
10 piercing damage to this.
10 piercing damage is enough to kill the first zombie.
Yes.
Huzzah! Huzzah!
Yep. Whatever magic was holding its form in place dissipates entirely and it turns to dust and blows away.
I will
in the
then
wind.
step around my friend Pasha to get to this zombie because I
Okay.
don't want to hang out in the doorway.
What?
No.
That was a
and-
great place.
And bonus attack, unarmed attack. Hiya, 15. Oh man,
15's
another
still
crit
enough.
I don't get. Another crit I don't get for 5 damage on this guy.
All right, that's a double kill again for Karasti.
Yes,
making
double kill.
an absolute career out of this, killing 2 monsters every turn sort of deal.
I mean,
That one is gone.
It is her career. And I guess I'll roll Constitution save.
Yeah, if you don't want to move anymore.
No, that's it.
Right. Con save with
6.
disadvantage.
Oh
so
my
you
god!
keep it.
I get disadvantage and I get 20, 20, 20. Like,
I'm so
one after
sorry.
the other.
I hate it so much.
Oh,
Did you use your inspiration?
I did, yeah.
Ah, beans. Or not inspiration, the bardic inspiration?
I didn't, but can I use it for saving throws?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I think it's a d20 roll.
Well, I already did this one this turn, so I'm just gonna leave it
Yeah.
and I'll keep it for next turn.
Goodness.
I
How many
forgot a
crits
thing
can
about
one
these
girl
zombies,
get?
but we'll do it from now on. I'm not, like I said, I'm not retconning.
I was gonna
it.
say, isn't it like regular zombies where they don't go down if you punch them? Yeah.
I was too focused
Double
on,
tap.
on keeping track of the ash in my head that I forgot about.
I thought
undead
maybe because
fortitude.
they were dusty, they didn't regenerate, sort of thing. Yeah.
No, I just forgot. Thank you, chap, for reminding me.
These dusty boy.
Yeah, we
Ashy
got
boys.
a new zombie, fresh from inside this building. It's gonna
Fresh from the
lumber
grave.
out, choose which one to attack randomly. All right, that's Karasu. So do it as a clock face.
Come at me.
He's going to swing a 22 to hit
That does hit me, unfortunately.
for 7 bludgeoning damage
Ow.
on Karasu.
That's a lot higher of a number than I was hoping for.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
is
thank
max
you.
damage, actually.
That's max.
Oh.
Oh, good.
Okay, that's it done, however. Tink, back to you.
All right. So as my bonus action, I'm going to move my hunter's mark because I can, because my previous
Absolutely.
one dropped to 0. So I'm going to just move it to the one that's in front of Pasha right now. And then I'm going to step like to the side slightly so that I don't have to shoot over Pasha. And I will, with my disadvantage though, take my crossbow and be like,
Go for it.
and then fire the crossbow at it. So, good times, good times. I don't think I get anything else other than extra damage and perception survival checks.
Summer's sound has done a strange thing. I think that might have been yours, Lauren.
Oh, maybe.
No, I
Which
think.
is-
No, I think it was
Aki.
Aki.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Sorry
Sorry.
about that.
Our landscapers are
Oh,
here.
gosh.
Oh, I love it when that happens. I get leaf
Yeah.
blowers outside my window. It's great.
I don't have to do that anymore, but now I have to mow my
Okay,
own
I'm gonna
lawn, so-
fire my crossbow.
Yeah.
Disadvantage. I get a 22 though, which is
22
pretty good.
does hit. Yeah,
And
fantastic.
I have
Deal
Hunter's
some
Mark.
damage.
So that is 17 damage.
Oh, holy shit!
I rolled very well. I rolled max
sure
on both.
did.
That's how much damage I can do.
However, that zombie had not been attacked yet.
Oh, I'm sorry,
so,
friends.
Pasha, could you make me a Constitution saving throw,
Dust
please?
save. Notably, you're raging, so it's an advantage, I believe. No?
So that's for strength
Oh, it's
saves.
for
This is a
strength.
common one.
Though I do have a proficiency in Constitution saves, so hopefully 10 is enough.
10 is, in fact, enough. So you
Yay! Yay!
not ashed. I don't know what the word is correctly here.
I have not been dusted.
Perfect.
Yeah. It's Ash Monday. What?
Was there any more movement?
I
for
get
Tink?
that.
I'm not planning on going anywhere else. This seems like a pretty good spot, so I will roll my Constitution save.
Yes, please.
I get a
Ba-bum.
12?
Yep.
I
You
save!
have managed to get the worst of it out of your system.
She just like horks up this like phlegm, like it's like black and grayish phlegm ball. Like when you've had a lot
Yeah,
lot and you like blow
gross.
your nose. It's so gross.
Yeah.
And then she just like
Gross, gross,
wipes
gross.
her nose and just like slime, like gray slime on her arm. She's like, I feel better now.
But thankfully, Pasha does not have to witness this as they are preparing for their smashing of more zombies. Let's see how that goes. A 19
This was
certainly
not.
hits.
Yeah, this was not a reckless attack. This is just a regular attack. For 14 damage.
14 damage. Okay, this time we are going to use the Undead Fortitude. DC of 5 plus the damage taken. So it's got to get... Uh, 20 is just enough, I think, actually. 14
no.
plus 5, 19. Yep, it just sticks around.
How dare.
Rude. He's got 1 hit point.
You should have died.
I hope we
Die,
can
die,
finish
die.
him off.
Is there anything else for that time?
Yeah, Pasha just yells very frustratedly at this thing.
Understandable. Okay, let's move back around to a little quick car.
Yeah, she's gonna look over at the one that like got hit very hard and decided to stay up. She's lay down. Vicious mockery from back here where I'm not getting hit.
Perfect. It rolled a -1 on its save.
Big mood.
I mean, yeah,
Oh no, I don't know why it rolled 2. Just
it's
the
fine.
5.
It had 1 hit point. Oh, we do need the damage actually though for the save. So
Yeah, 5.
all right, it's got to roll a 10 or better.
Please don't.
It does, unfortunately. Undead Fortitude, real pain in the butt.
This
Little
this
bit.
is a tough zombie. Why would the zombie die?
That's why we don't open doors.
But okay.
Doors are bad.
But
Is
what
there
if
anything
there's
else on that
treasure
turn?
inside?
I will inspire Pasha by can you hit it harder next time, sweetie? I'm so proud of you.
Thanks, Fitka. I'll try.
Whoa. Yeah, love it. Okay, and you're round to the final zombie. Finally getting the chance to shine. It's going to come on out. Oh yeah, 2 targets.
Oh shit. It's me again.
Cross you again, I'm
Yeah,
afraid.
bring it on. I say again.
We got a slam attack. 10 to hit.
Nope.
Nah.
Does not. Flails at you.
All right.
It's your turn to retaliate.
Here we go. I attack the weak one with disadvantage for an 8, which I'm sure misses.
No, an 8 hits.
Oh, it does? Okay.
This is zombies. They have
5
incredibly low AC.
5 damage on zombie.
All right.
Let's see if it falls over. It's not gonna do it.
It
Oh,
does.
yeah!
It does. You destroyed it.
Yeah.
I unarmed attack
Finally got it.
the other zombie with a swift kick. For
As we know, 8 is enough.
for 7 damage.
All right. Pasha, I'm going to need a constitution save from you as the last cloud of dust clouds up. No,
I
it's
also
still
am
good.
gonna make a constitution
so
save to try and get this dust out of my system.
Yeah.
Please
Don't
do.
forget you have inspiration. You don't.
And you
I
are
know.
good.
I was gonna use it if I needed it, but
Yeah, respect.
All right, nobody's dusted anymore.
Not yet.
nobody is ashy anymore. Everybody has moisturized appropriately.
Actually,
Cast summon motion.
To that end, it's summertime now, y'all. Make sure that your moisturizer has plenty of SPF. This has been an announcement from your chat cleric. Sunblock, y'all.
Like we're going anywhere, Aki. Come
What?
on.
Yeah, I was
Some
about to
people-
say.
Some people
Don't
have
leave
a
your house, though.
backyard.
That's
Some people
true.
have a backyard. Some people have to go to work. Some people do actually have to leave their homes.
That's true.
Yes.
No, you're
No, thank
totally
you.
right.
All right, cool. I
Okay, let's
fucked him up.
All right.
Let's move on to Tink. then,
That's
I
my
think.
turn.
Tink, Fizzle Pop, once more, bonus action, Hunter's Mark movement to the final remaining zomboy. I'm gonna move once again. Like, Pasha, you keep kind of being in the way of the zombie. I'm trying to. It's fine. Moves. I think here I'm okay
Can't
where
help
I'm
it.
at.
I'm very big.
Totally fine.
Yeah. And then take my shot. And I don't have disadvantage this time. And I get an
You sure
18.
18 hits. Let's see how much
Beautiful.
damage it's going to be.
Well, after I rolled so well last time, I don't roll so well this time. I do 8 damage.
That's fine. It is still some, bringing it a bit closer to death.
I mean, not rolling so well and doing 8 damage is like.
It's not terrible. It could be worse.
It's a good day.
It could be worse. I mean, it's
I like
more.
this.
It's more the disappointment on that Hunter's Mark D6 being a 1. And that is my turn.
All right. Back round to Pasha. It's zombie killing time.
Yes, I will do a smash. Hopefully.
All right.
Probably.
I believe in
Probably.
you.
Statistically, yeah.
Ha!
24 certainly hits.
Let me turn this off really fast. Okay.
It good.
13 damage. How do you feel about that?
13. I see 13.
Yeah.
13. Okay. Yep, that definitely takes out, but it's got to make it save. DC 18.
Learn from
yeah, that's
your
right.
mistakes.
It
No.
passes somehow. Lives to fight. It unlives to
Am I
Zombies
doing
roll
something wrong?
so
Am I
well.
doing something wrong?
Nope, just bad behavior from a zombie. All right, click her. We have one lost zombie.
Oh my god. Do I need to come over there myself? Ugh. I don't want to. Please, sir, just lay down. Please. One more vicious mockery, because I don't want to get dusted.
Yeah, no.
No, you wouldn't. You would be fine.
Oh,
But
that's fair.
all right, zombie. Definitely not. How much damage is it going to be?
Oh yeah, let's double check.
Mm.
3. They're gonna make
3
this
damage,
ding
so
dang
it's-
save.
DC
Oh, one thing
8.
you should check. No, do we roll a 1?
So please lie down, and they comply with said request. Lie
my God,
down
thank
and
you.
just pop into
Zombie
a cloud of
like
dust.
looks over to you, acknowledges your request, and then just
Yes, ma'am.
slowly lowers itself to the ground.
It's like litter sitter talking to like a kindergartner who's just like, fine.
Abria, you should check if you can add vicious mockery as an attack in that attack
yeah.
section in Roll20, so you can just click the button and it'll roll it for you. So if
I
you
just need to fix the damage because
Oh,
it's
yeah.
still a D4.
yeah. So
Yeah.
if you go into the little like
Oh, it's so easy to
gear
do. It's right
icon,
there.
yeah, then you can just
I
change.
think
the
I
dice.
just did it.
There you go, and then that way you don't have to
Yep.
mess around with it.
We'll see.
Roll
Vicious
20
mockery.
is amazing.
It's got a lot of nifty features that when you like click around, you're like, ooh, so handy. I
Okay.
do particularly like the drag and drop on the compendium because I am very lazy and don't like taking notes.
Looks like that's still saying a D4 there.
Yeah. I'll play with it more. It's not important right now. Let's keep
Oh.
going.
Yeah.
We're showing off the system, so we might as well just sort that real quick. Oh,
True.
oops, sorry, I did not mean to click there. Let's click in. Ooh, why's it got a round level plus? Oh, okay, that's a tracker for it as it gets scaled up as a cantrip. However, we don't need that right now, and it would need to be different because I'd let that increase to D6. So yeah, that's how you change that, everybody.
Perfect.
Now, next time it's cast, if you want to test it,
Yeah. A yellow thing. Huzzah.
All
Beautiful.
that's a D6. There you go.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, so zombies are dealt with.
Okay, well now the zombies are gone. Do we want to see what was inside the room?
Yeah,
Sure.
you get a chance to look around inside a little bit more.
Okay, I know what you're gonna say, Vodka, which is that we shouldn't open doors. I did listen at the door. I didn't hear anything inside, but I do want to remind you that we know that there's treasure here somewhere.
I mean,
Could be
we
somewhere here.
We'll probably.
got all the bad stuff out. Apparently, they all listen to please and thank you. So remember,
terrifying.
if you see a zombie, be polite.
It was also kind of terrifying that you just told them to lie down and die.
Next time
And
you see a
they...
zombie, be
did.
polite. Next time you see a zombie, be polite.
Next time
You don't know what
see
they've
a
been through
zombie
because they're
and
trying to kill you. Next time you see a zombie, be polite.
I very much
Can
like
you
that.
tell
Thank
I
you.
taught elementary school for 12 years? Okay.
I was gonna say that
A
sounds.
little bit, yeah. So, having a chance to look inside,
There's another door in here.
Oh look,
Yeah.
another door.
you quickly notice that this room is the front room of what used to be a tavern. You can see a long bar with a slight curve on it across one wall. And over in one of the corners, you can see like a broken down table and chairs. There is this other door, however. Going to open that one as well.
Go
And
inside.
remove That one.
I'm in the back.
I totally do. I totally do open it.
Okay. Let me delete.
What are the chances of there being even more zombies in this room?
Potentially, but not this time. No.
Oh, low.
You head through to the kind of storage room for where the front kind of common room was in the east. This is an above ground cellar, I guess is the best way to describe it. You see some still standing large barrels and kegs. If you're feeling particularly adventurous, There might still be some liquid in some of them. I'd
No
probably
thanks.
caution against it.
No
but,
thanks.
I mean,
Oh,
This
look,
is
there's a barrel of vinegar.
There's a building with zombies in it. I don't think I want to drink anything that's in here.
probably sensible.
Pass on that.
I'm pretty sure that's how you make kombucha in the Forgotten Realms.
Should
Nice.
I roll an investigation check, Dave? Maybe perception, like look around a little?
Yeah, please do. Please do. Taking a little while to look
Okay.
around.
I will perceive 11.
Okay. Yep. Checking around the rooms fairly quickly, you notice that most of everything has cracked and faded with time. However, in the second room, I think you probably do find among the horribly expired kegs a small bottle of what looks like very expensive whiskey, which obviously is meant to sit there for a long time and hasn't gone bad.
Sweet.
Let's say that is worth probably 20 gold.
Yoink.
Go ahead and put it on your character sheet.
Expensive whiskey.
Uh,
You never know
Actually
when you'll
thinking
need
about
to
it.
bribe someone.
yeah. Thinking about
bottle
it,
of
20 gold's worth of whiskey is probably sort of the same as what real aficionados pay. That's like
Yeah.
lodging for a month for
Yeah.
most people.
Yeah,
or something,
exactly.
2
We're
months.
talking like the $1,000 bottle of whiskey, you know.
Listen, never
pretty decent
ever
find.
underestimate the value of a decent whiskey.
Fact. We found some Pappy Van Winkle in this like zombie room, and I'm into it.
I don't know anything about whiskey, so I'll just assume that's a brand.
Nice. Okay, but that looks like it's pretty much everywhere scoured.
Okay, well,
Yeah,
good work, guys.
plenty of houses still within
Okay,
the town.
let's keep looking around.
Yeah, absolutely.
Might
Where's
as well.
the next one? Carson
There's-
was checking out room 2.
I was checking out the
room 2.
ruins.
As
yeah.
as they're walking, Pasha is just sort of singing to themselves. Next time you see a zombie, be polite. They're just kind of singing it under their breath. You know.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've seen this one. Do we
The
want to
rage
check
does
like
drop.
Yes,
What
I no
about-
longer
what about-
have rage.
What about like this one?
these two?
Okay, sorry, many pings.
Oh, yeah.
Those 2 down there that Lauren pinged were the ones I gave the descriptions for
Okay,
before.
cool. So these
Mostly
kind of
ruins. Doesn't seem to be like any intact rooms there. Off to the left, you can see there is an open door into a building, which is mostly fallen down again. Doesn't
There's
seem
a-
to be a huge amount.
I think the next one we should look at is this one down here, this closed one.
Yeah.
at the bottom.
Where's that
Down
ping?
there.
Where was that ping?
Bottom
Down
to
here?
south.
Oh, I see it.
Okay,
It's like
let me give you a description of.
Let's make
This
our way
building.
over there.
Make it our way.
making our way down. Yep, thank you.
I love you.
Every time someone says it, I automatically start singing it in my brain every single time.
Same.
It's alright.
Okay,
I do the
so-
same sort of thing whenever
'cause-
someone's like, "It's been a week." It's been 1 week
It's
since
been,
you
yep,
last-
yep, we do that one too. And then, of course, in the Demigods game that Ugly
We're not moving.
and I
fine.
I play together, you know, there's perform under pressure. And so we're always just going din, 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 to ourselves like every single time.
Perfect.
All right, Dave, what have you got for us?
Yeah, we've got a small house that appears to be in better condition than the ruined and dilapidated structures nearby. The doors are reinforced with heavy iron bands with thick shutters protecting the windows. You also see, hanging from the door, a kind of talisman which comprises of different kinds of herbs in a bundle, some feathers, and some other miscellaneous kind of. The spellcasters among you would recognize that these are kind of bits and bobs of a component pouch, which kind
Okay.
of left out by the door.
Okay. May I? I think this is some sort of caster that's able to live in a deeply undead city without much complaint. So
Be
can
the
we just
druid
try
we're looking
knocking?
for? Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah, you
Why not?
absolutely can.
And I'm gonna go up and shave in a haircut this door, like just.
Absolutely. All right, you knock, and You hear a surprised kind of, oh. You hear shuffling about inside. Someone coming up, like you hear the footsteps coming up close to the door. Oh, yes. Who is it?
Hello. Is this by any chance? What was his name? Ray something?
Radoff.
Yeah. Is this Radoff by any chance?
Oh, it certainly is. But who, might I ask, are you?
Oh, my name is Witka. I'm here on behalf of some adventurers from Phandelver. Can you just open the door, please? This is.
Oh,
I don't
yes,
like
of course.
Thank
of
you.
course. Sorry. Please do come in, everybody.
Can I insight check them? I can't tell if they're just very, very chill.
Yeah, please do.
I don't trust this.
Opens the door. Surprise, necromancer! Blah!
Yeah. 17.
Yeah, he is weirdly relaxed. He started off a little bit surprised, but basically just been like, oh, okay, if they knocked, they're probably fine. So, opening up the door, you do inside see, I guess he moves to the door, but then backs out of the way.
I'll step in.
You see a furbolg inside. The building itself,
Can you please show off the icon? It is so cute.
It's so cute.
Yeah. Oops, I made you guys. That's my.
We big now.
Wrong button. Sorry, there can't be two of you. That's not allowed. I think it's Shift V.
Not yet.
That's my shadow clone no jutsu.
I can't remember what the thing is, so.
I think it's Z or F.
Is it Z?
Ooh, you say
You're
Z.
right, it was Z. I
Presume.
had V in my mind for some reason.
Yeah.
Yeah, here we go.
good.
Here is who it is.
Oh.
Yeah, a very kind of old seeming. You can't really tell from the face. It's more from the kind of mannerisms and the posture that you can tell there's a lot of age there. Though he does have kind of a smile on his face rather than a scowl or anything, inviting you in. It says, I apologize that it's not much in the way of hospitality, but if I can help you, I will. You see, it's very bare bones. What you notice in here, actually, is a lot of the furniture seems to have grown up through the ground
That's so cool.
into like the shapes of things that he's needed.
That's neat.
Wicca is rethinking her former snarkiness about druids.
If I may, we don't want to disturb you for overly long, but there is an illusion or some kind of powerful magic in the woods. Would it be north of here, Dave? I don't know the direction. South of here. That is, we think, concealing a fortress which holds a great evil.
Ah, you're talking about the castle.
Indeed.
I had sensed something amiss down there, but hadn't had an opportunity to go and check it out. You say an illusion of some kind?
Something that is preventing us from making progress towards it.
We kept walking around in circles.
It's incredibly well executed and about a mile, maybe a mile wide, by my estimation.
A significant scale would indicate a powerful spellcaster.
Yes.
Probably a normal dispelling of magic would not be sufficient.
Which is definitely
very lucky
the thing
that you
I would
came
have
to me.
done, because I can do that.
Yes. It's lucky that you came to me, actually. Anything that goes on within this wood is part of the domain that I have decided to protect, and as such, nature has imbued me with a lot of power over it.
Huh?
I should be able to help you with a counter ritual. But there are a couple of things that, well, as I say, I'm here for a reason at the moment.
Something to do with the zombies we encountered in the building further north?
The zombies are a nuisance. That they are not the full reason. He kind of heads to the doorway and points out to the building at the top of the hill. Now, I don't want to alarm you, but that tower and this town is inhabited by a dragon.
A dragon.
Can you say that, please, one more time?
A green dragon, a young one, but still incredibly dangerous. Hence, I've come here to try and either get rid of it or at least mitigate its...
Tink's eyes like narrow. She's like, we have to stop the dragon.
Intense Tink, like widescreen version of the.
He picks up in his peripheral. You kind of going into that, but he's like, no, you do not want to fight this. Looking at you, I can see that you are quite weathered, but I don't believe that you are a match for this creature. You need to get rid of it.
Without
and while you
fighting
do
it.
so,
I don't
the
understand.
scales of a dragon, in fact, may be... Yes, that would work very well as a catalyst for a ritual. I could take some of the draconic energy and... Sorry, I won't bore you with the details, but if you could help to get rid of it, send it on.
So we're not killing it, we're just trying to convince it to leave.
I don't like that though. What if it goes somewhere and causes problems for someone else?
It is an evil, and I say this in the most broad sense. We've seen its behavior. It enjoys tormenting and causing pain and suffering.
Sounds like a dragon.
Well, certainly the chromatic dragons. Yes, I don't think you would be a match for it, but if you could slay it, I suppose that would work too. I would just strongly recommend against it.
We could try talking to it first. You know.
Always a good starting point with something that could eat you.
You certainly could, though, as I say, I would be very cautious. It is arrogant, as most dragons are, and will be able to sense that would it wish to do so, it could make quite short work of you. However, there is something that may help you here. Over to the east of this village, I happen to notice some enthusiastic individuals who seem to have come to observe or also treat with the dragon in some way. Perhaps you could work together, or you could at least utilize them in whatever plan that you decide to get rid of this creature.
We'll have a talk with them.
Like that.
When I say enthusiastic, I'm speaking... What is the word?
Euphemistically.
Yes. They seem to be cultists.
Oh.
Wonderful.
So do bear in mind that while they may potentially be allies, they are predisposed to appreciating the dragon rather than wanting to get rid of it. I would suggest against insulting or degrading the dragon during your conversations.
Tink.
What?
This information is for you.
Aw, grumpy Tink.
Fine. I won't say anything about the dragon. Clearly evil dragon that is clearly terrorizing this area.
Okay, hold on. You are a brand new adventurer, and adventuring is a global economy, and we are simply giving work to other adventurers by sending this dragon towards them. It's the circle of gold.
That might well work in some capacity. I trust you to be able to come up with a solution between you.
Tink like slowly turns the gears over what you're saying, and like a lot of the tension's still there, but she's like, fine, I'm sure someone else will be better suited for dealing with this. We have to deal with the castle, and this isn't the dragon that kicked my family out of their home in the mountains. This is a different dragon, and I know that the stone dragons are entirely evil. And she just like trails off and mumbles.
Are you from Ilyangaruli?
Yes.
Yes.
Well, no, not technically. I never lived there, but, you know, long time ago.
I heard what happened there. A real shame.
I live in Little Yangle now.
Phandelver, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Yes, I'm very sorry. But if it puts your mind at ease at all, that dragon is long dead.
Oh. Well, that's disappointing.
Well, then.
Oh.
Hold on. Why is that just...
She wanted to kill it themselves.
Yeah, I got that, Pasha. Thank you.
Yeah, I wanted vengeance for my people that were really tossed out of their homes.
Is that the reason you want to be an adventurer?
It's important to
It's
have
a small part of the reason I want to be an adventurer. Like, that was going to be, like, my cool quest that, like, is going to be the thing that I did at some point in my adventuring career, and it's fine. I can come up with a different cool quest.
I can tell you definitively that those don't end the way you want them to.
Oh, is that what? Oh, no.
Your Shadowkai friend here is correct. Many died during the slaying of this creature. However, that's not
I won't say anything
what we need to deal with now. We have this dragon. I believe it refers to itself as Venom Fang. It's a green dragon. You know, poison.
Edgy green teenage dragon.
It only speaks in Evanescence lyrics.
Oh my god.
This dragon would have a username that's like XXX_Venom_Fang_XXX. Like, that is this dragon.
Quick scope 360.
Yeah. Like, their icon is like, you know, like one
They
dragon.
definitely
eye.
they had a MySpace account that was like covered in, it was like, yeah.
This
Black
dragon,
and red font.
Yeah.
this dragon wrote the My Immortal fanfic. I'm very into it.
Yeah, you joke.
Venom Fang smokes only cloves. Yeah.
Oh, God.
You joke, but this, you have stumbled upon that something that's probably going to be useful.
Yeah.
It is a young dragon,
Yeah.
and it's an arrogant and kind of moody dragon.
Vinka is going to be
So
perfect
if you
for
can
this.
needle in somewhere like that, you'd be on the right track.
Time to mom a dragon. Let's go.
You've got this, Witka.
Dangerous claws. That was a dangerous mind joke that didn't really land. Let's go.
All right.
So, what you're saying, my Furbolg friend, is that if we handle this dragon issue, you'll help us with the illusion that surrounds the castle?
Yes, if you could, that would be...
And you need a scale, at least one.
A scale would be very good. We could look to other places, but it would be very suitable, being both natural and highly magical.
If I
as an
can get a
ingredient.
scale, but I can't drive the dragon out, will you still help?
Well, yes, I would.
Good to know the
yes.
options is all I'm thinking.
No. It doesn't need to go now. In fact, I was thinking of contacting a friend of mine. You probably know him. What does he go by now? Edomath?
Darren.
Oh, yes, you're acquainted.
He's,
I was about to send for him. He's been very busy lately.
yes, he's in Neverwinter, I think, at the moment.
Oh, that's a shame. But no. While dangerous, if you do not believe you have the means to get rid of it, so be it.
I'm just making sure I know what the goals are.
A fang would be sufficient. But if you did get rid of it, it would be helping me, helping the woods themselves, and possibly more importantly to some of you, you'd get access to its hoard.
Oh, if I can, I will be getting rid of it, but it's a matter of can and can't and realism.
Yes. Actually, there's something I could give you to help. He rummages about inside his clothes, pulls out a small vial of green-looking liquid. Unfortunately, not enough for all of you, but I do have a potion of resisting poison that I can give you to, worst comes to worst, and that breath attack does happen.
I feel as though this
Who
is
would like to?
probably best served if it's. Did you say breath attack weapon? Oh, that means that even those of you who tend to stay in the back and not actually do any fighting, but lots and lots of really, really powerful talking, should maybe get this potion.
I feel attacked.
Well,
I don't know if I was
hopefully you
included in
were.
that.
They're very mobile.
How about I hold it in the back, and if any of you...
By all means.
It's less useful as a cure. It's more a preventative measure.
We need our bard to be prevented from possibly passing out.
I am hoping that we don't get breathed on by a green dragon. That is not a pleasant experience that I wish to repeat. Now,
What?
Did you say repeat?
I need to know way more about this.
I'll tell you later. We have a task for now.
But I want to know now.
Yes. Let me prepare this
I'll
ritual. I'll know by the time you get back what other ingredients I might need.
Oh, I've
And,
heard about quests like this, where
very
we
well.
have to go do a bunch of quests to do a quest.
And
Yes.
I turn to Tink and I say, and Karasi says, now, we're going to go and talk to some cultists, and I'm going to show you how I ended up in the position to get breathed on in the first place.
Okay.
Okay? You have to be quiet, though.
I will be super quiet.
Wonderful.
Like, I think she just turns to Pasha and, like, locks eyes with them, like,
Yeah. Rudolph says, well, good luck to all of you, though hopefully you won't need it.
We'll be back. We'll be back as soon as we can.
Okay, so I think with the party leaving Rudolph's house, heading off to treat with some cultists, we will leave it there for tonight and find out what happens next week.
Yay!
I thought that might happen.
cultists and
Fantastic.
dragons. Oh, I'm so happy.
this.
It was pretty great.
I love a good cultist. Ugh.
Mm-hmm.
Like quintessential D&D is
know,
dealing
right?
with dragon cultists.
Dragon cultists.
Well, you finally gave the bard a bunch of people to lie to. This
Yeah.
is the greatest gift you've ever given me.
Yes.
Thank you.
I just love how Pasha's like not in at all attempting to shade the Witka at all. It's generally like, you don't actually fight, but you're a very powerful speaker, and you should stay in the back.
I love it. I love it. Totally
It's
compliment.
Very
Definitely
good.
can be interpreted as not a compliment.
Yeah, I
Sometimes
know.
compliments can hurt like a fist.
Okay. So I do feel bad. I did promise that you would level up during
did
this session.
tease
but
us
you're
with the level
not
up, dude.
quite that
Okay.
there yet.
All right,
Once you
all right.
deal with this is where I was going to do.
All right,
Cool.
fine. It's fine. It's fine. I wasn't just, getting excited about my options.
You can
You
still
can
do
still
that.
be excited. Sorry. I'm sorry, Dave. That's what you were saying.
No,
Yes.
no,
No,
I'm just
it's
full of
totally
bitter
fine.
disappointment.
Just didn't quite make it there today.
We just had one zombie that would not go down.
That was a very intense zombie.
It sure was. Yeah.
Oh god, that was so cute.
Okay.
It's like, no, I will not. I refuse.
Yeah,
trying to
great
put a
job
toddler
though,
down for a
everybody,
nap.
for today. Worked out
Very fun.
what's going on there. Found somebody to potentially help you as well. So well on the way to making those preparations to get to the castle and save Gundren. So
Oh, yeah.
with this done for today, I would love if the cast could let you know where you can find them before next week. So why don't we start today with Abria?
Sweet. Hi, I'm Abria Iyengar. You guys can catch me on social media at Quiddy, Quiddie, and I stream all over the place. Sundays, you can catch me along with the amazing Aki over on the show from 4 to 7 p.m. Pacific, playing New Pantheon. It's a Demigod's actual play. It's super fun. On Tuesday, starting tomorrow, I have a new campaign starting up over at Scraticus Academy called Creature Collector. It's in D&D 5th edition. It is Pokemon. It's Pokemon. We're playing Pokemon, just with monsters. I want a beholder.
Fantastic.
Very excited.
That sounds
Are you
Wait
going
a
to
second.
hold them in your pocket? That didn't work. I tried.
At 8 o'clock over on Saving Throw. Also tomorrow, you can tune in for the season 3 chat back for Pirates of Salt Bay as we talk about everything cool from the past and what's left in the future of our intrepid party. On Friday, you can catch me over on 12-Sided Stories podcast. We're finishing up Otherworld London, but then at 7 p.m. on their Twitch stream, I'm running session 2 of Heliotrope, which is a Hack the Planet campaign. It's going really well so far. And then on Saturday mornings, you can catch me at 10 a.m., also Pacific, over on It's Probably OK's channel, playing Return to the Spider-Verse, where I play Miles Morales in a Masks PBTA campaign.
awesome. Thank you very much. Let's have Aki next. What are you up to this week?
Hi, everybody. I am Aki, and you can find me on Twitter and Instagram at MixGenie in a Bottle. That's MXGINIINABOTTLE. And you can find my current entire streaming schedule on my personal Twitch, which is twitch.tv/ShidariAki. That's SHAIDAREAKI. Yeah, my entire schedule is there. All of my personal streams, all of my public streams with friends. This one, the one I do with Abria on Sundays, the one I do after this on Mondays, which is Clear Skies, the Star Trek Adventures RPG I do with the Streampunks, and then my other game on Thursday. So yeah, check it out.
Fantastic. Thank you very much. Let's hear from Elf. Where can people find you?
Hello, nerds. You can find me at twitch.tv/distractedelf or on Twitter at distractedelf, where I am mostly doing a whole bunch of Final Fantasy XIV stuff at the moment. And yeah, that's it. That's it. You guys have heard this like a million times by now, anybody who's watching this show, so you don't need to hear it anymore.
I don't know why that "Hello Nerds" was the funniest thing I've ever heard, but I
feel like I've offended some people because nerds is so much a positive part of my vocabulary now, and loads of people take it as like an insult. I'm like, no, it's like
I love it. I always am like, sup, nerds?
Nobody
really
has the ground to be offended by the term nerds since you all became mainstream like 25 years ago.
Yeah.
Like, it's fine.
Nerds are cool,
Oh,
yo.
last but not least, Lauren.
Hello, I'm Lauren. A Random Tuesday. You can find me pretty much over at Random Tuesday. Right now, I'm working a lot on Gen Con Online, so you can check that out at the end of the month. There's like a whole bunch of events that went up. You can register for them now. It's super cool and awesome. And for the next 2 weeks on Sundays, so the day before this, but in a week, that was a very poor way of explaining it. I'm going to be running a 2-episode double shot of Fusion, which is my Steven Universe RPG. Mostly I'm doing it so that I can finally finish it. But you can check that RPG out over on my itch. Just find all my links on my website, randomtuesday.com.
Perfect. Nice and easy then. All right.
What about you,
So
Dave?
I was getting there. Before me, you have Roll20, who is a separate entity. I'm doing that weird thing again. No, you've been watching Lost Mine of Phandelver module on Roll20. Like all these maps, all these tokens, mostly because I've put in some little touches because I've done this campaign a fair few times now. All in one like bundle. You buy it, you get all that stuff together. There are even like pre-made characters and stuff, which is really cool if you have new players, a new group. And for me, I'm Dave _the_human on Twitter. And yeah, that's it. I was going to say something else, but it's not actually super relevant. Yeah, I'll probably say it next week instead. I don't know. Thinking is hard. It's like midnight here, and I just did GMing, so my brain is mush. But thank you all very much for watching. That bit I can remember to say. And hopefully we will see all of you at the same time next week. Okay, bye for now.